So now that goes live.
Nice.
See? Boom. There you go.
Nice, dude. Thank you, dude.
DK have won League of PMDC? The fuck is the League of PMDC?
Team Falcons.
I never go. It's real. When it wasn't in group stages. What? Are you talking about PMDC like 4 years ago? Like 3 years ago? Like no one cares about that anymore, dude.
I know there's some names.
Like I'm gonna get something to y'all, chat. All right.
They know they have the advantage of
Look,
the circle.
here's how competitive works, chat. Since a lot of you don't understand, all right? We're gonna go to PUBG Mobile, all right?
Yep.
You see the dates: 2023, 2022. All right. We're currently in 2024, so the only thing that matters is stuff that happened in 2023. If you ever bring up anything in 2022, people are gonna laugh at you like you're a fucking joke. You know why? Because it was 2 years ago. Nova literally won Worlds. Nova can't even make it out of their region anymore. That you know, like Vampire Esports won PMWI. These guys are some bums now, dude. I won PMWI in 2023, but still, like, Reject winning this, like, oh, that's regionals. I thought it was a World Tour. Still moving under gunfire. This team, why the fuck do they have so? Oh, this is all their players at all times. This team, dog water. All right, they won over Nova when Nova was in their prime, and then never did anything after that.
Right.
Okay. Anything over a year ago does not count. It doesn't mean anything. Stuff that happened 3 years ago definitely doesn't matter.
Are you trying to say the Americas I made in 2021 does not matter, man?
Made one like last month, like a couple months ago, dog. But yeah, so that shit does not matter anymore.
Hey, RW, let's fucking go, dude. I know these
Let's
guys.
fucking go. I know them too, bro. They're dog water. Other than Bray. Bray might go, dude.
Nah, Rivas, you too. That guy making.
And then why are they in 16th place? Why are they wearing jeans?
I don't know why Rivas is wearing jeans. I don't know.
Wearing jeans is wild.
Wearing jeans is fucking diabolical. You should get arrested.
At a LAN tournament, bro, I don't think I've ever worn jeans at a LAN tournament. I always wore some sweatpants.
Yeah, me neither.
Okay. My bad.
Yeah, I can't say that I wore jeans to a LAN ever in my life, dude.
Here's sweatpants.
Let's continue the Brazilian noise.
Are they announcing them from the bottom of the leaderboard?
That's kind of fucking gnarly. Let me tell you something, guys. Seen Strickland, dude, I fucking love Strickland, bro. I was going to see second best region because of RQ won PMCO in 2018. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, that's what I always find funny when people think, oh, Sixless, you were second frag in the world. You can always make a comeback. I'm like, brother, that was fucking when dinosaurs roamed there, dude. That just doesn't correlate to anything now. That's when every player was ass. I was just the better of the ass players, you know what I mean?
Smash.
Awakening, high fives, they big balled. Yeah, I don't think anyone's hating on them. Everyone knows that they're missing two of their best players, or not two of their best players, but two of their main roster players, and they have to play with two different people. So like, you're never gonna do good at a global tournament if you don't have the roster that qualified there. You know, like it's very unlikely. Order was yelling at everyone, and Nova and Pairboy started crying. I don't think Pairboy's crying. Could be wrong, but like I don't think bro was over here shedding tears because he got yelled at by Order.
Who the fuck said that, bro?
Oh god. Dude, look at Rob's, dude. My,
Oh my god,
goat,
Rob,
bro.
smash.
Smash.
No, smash. God damn, it's tall.
Dude, bro's like 6'7". Or Snoke short.
He's definitely like 7 foot tall.
The global champions in 2020 and 2021.
But it's French.
So you're
though.
saying you're the best ass players? Basically. Like, chat, when you watch this tournament in 3 to 4 years, okay? If we ever come back here 3 to 4 years, the comp scene's still growing and going on. These players are gonna look dog shit, okay? Because in 3 to 4 years, everyone's improved. The standard's way higher. So the standard when I was a pro was way lower because no one was like that good. The best we had was Order with a DP shooting people long range. That's what we saw as the GOAT. The best player we've ever seen was just the guy who sat 200 meters away thirsting people. That's what we called the GOAT. Like, if you put Pairboy at that time into this tournament, he's getting his shit rocked. But he's improved because he's played for like 6 extra years, so he's gotten better. If you put me right now, no warm-up, nothing, just toss me into a game of 2019 PMCO Berlin's, I'm dropping 10 kills a game. Those are some fucking bums, dude. The only good player in that entire tournament was like fucking shit, like Pairboy and Old Boy.
Turkey also came
And then,
to make
like, Luxie and
history here
Zuxie.
today. Welcome,
Like, those are the only people that would cause me any trouble with my current skill. Bro ain't existing in 3 years, guys. Dude, what if they do?
My king Coops should be in here right now, man.
One of the biggest esports arcs in the world right now. Please welcome Team Falcons.
No cap, play globals in 2018 with my gut skill, I would win MVP. That's all I'm saying, bro. You put me in there where RQ won 5 games in a row, and they're gonna be calling me the next coming of Jesus Christ, dude. That's how cracked I would be in that tournament. I'm dropping like 6 kills a game, dude. They're like, yo, this dude got 123 kills by himself.
Probably it's not the 123 kills scatter, dude.
Dude, I would get more, dude. How many games was it back then? Like 18? Was it like 18 games back then? I'm dropping a solid like 100 plus if you put me in there currently. Who's your MVP 6? Rob's.
Facto.
Dude, the 2 guys on the right of Vampire Esports look a little angry. I feel like you need classic player with a KD of 4 would dominate globals 2018. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just players improve. Like a 4 KD now is different than a 4 KD back then. Like I remember back then I had like a 9 KD and that was like crack for the time. Like if you had above a 10 KD in classics, you were like Himothy. Alright? But now if you have a 10 KD in classics, it's just like, okay, no one gives a fuck.
Representing Indonesia, a warm welcome to Boone Esports.
Yeah, man, where to know the teams, man? It's like there was 2 days of tourney before this. You know the teams, dude. Start the game, dude.
Dude, what is... Dude, I think I got a zit on the inside of my nose. Y'all ever get those? Those are gotta be like top 3 worst spots to get one. It's like the inside. What do you call it? Is there a name for the tip of your nose? There's gotta be a name, right? Not the bridge. The bridge is like here. It's like...
All the way from Turkey, please welcome the amazing
I don't know the name. I don't know terminology of the body, chat. I just know cock and balls. Alright, that's all the other one to know. Dude, what are your thoughts about Z-Wolf? I mean, not Z-Wolf. He's okay. He's good. He's definitely not trash, you know? The clit of the nose. Yeah, but basically, that's where the zit is right now.
I've seen worse.
I've seen worse.
Yo, Yeah, those two guys on the right look the exact same.
Let's
What the
welcome
fuck?
now the global champions and
The two guys on the right?
You saw them?
S2G
Wait.
Esports.
Wait, hold up.
Swear to God, they're twins. One of them is just like taller than the other.
Wait, they actually could be twins.
Yeah,
Low-key,
look
though.
at this shit, bro.
I just rewinded, bro, and looked at it. And I was like, hold on, they could be related.
They are in first place.
Yo, that one
in
dude's a
the
midget.
global standings so far. Please welcome Reject.
Reject? I'm pretty sure it's rejects, like with an S in the end. But I could be wrong. Is it just reject? Wait, Chad, is it reject or rejects? I swear people always say rejects. Is it rejects?
And now, one of the biggest
Definitely.
PUBG Mobile teams in the
I mean,
world.
Yeah.
From Brazil, please welcome Alpha 7!
Alpha Sachi.
There used to be an NA team called Rejects.
Yeah, and they were fucking.
Reject Tokyo. They wore ass, bro. Had that one dude on it, the man or some shit like that.
That
Whatever his name was.
Wasn't he like
The
a
man.
weirdo? You know, like. scared
He
to
was
hoe?
definitely a weirdo.
I
He
heard-
definitely was scared.
I heard he was a professional hoe scary. You know, a professional.
I remember one girl tell me some stuff about him, and she was wild.
Let's cheer up for whoever you're cheering for. Let's share on social
She
media.
posted a picture of her, like, you can see like a little bit of
So
cleavage, and he was like, "Hey, you need to take this down. I don't like
I'm
this."
so ready, Isa. Are you
I'm like-
ready?
I am ready.
When she told me that, bro, I had me weak as fuck, dude. This dude gets no coochie.
Is
If
bro
there
not
was
the
ever a
coochie
time,
getter, dude?
especially when we go
Definitely
into
not
that
the coochie
first
getter.
game for Brazil, for the Brazilian
think.
team, especially Alpha 7, to show up, I mean, you see how
Well, I'm
Yeah,
gonna say
Dad
that.
won't do a
how
cameo
packed
real
it
quick
is
in
over
this
there,
fucking live.
PMGO
Just went
Brazil.
to Jukes is on
You know
street.
what? I'm excited, and anybody can win it. We got a chance to see earlier the overall
Okay.
leaderboards, Hot Jukes, and we saw how
Dude, Chad,
close
all I'm saying, I was
everything is
watching
between first place
Yesterday,
all the way down to fifth place.
and some
Ooh, I mean,
bad
it's
bitch in the crowd.
so close. This is really going to come
Had
down
a
to, I
whistle.
think, these first few
All right.
matches to set the tone
and that
here.
bitch was
I
blowing
mean,
that
it's so
shit
crazy to watch the
non-stop, and I
reaction
could
from
hear
these
it
fans.
during the
They're
fucking game.
obviously not
And
a
that shit
huge
made
fan
me
of
mute the
S2G.
entire stream, dude.
Oh, Judge dude.
So close. This is really
S2G was not kind to Alpha
How about
7, so
IG?
I wouldn't be surprised if for some reason today, whenever S2G gets eliminated, if we just hear all the Brazilian fans starting to cheer.
Yeah, I
and
see a
cheering
lot more room
and
for
cheering
chairs, guys.
and
Like,
keeping it going against S2G. Earlier, I was getting a chance to talk a little bit more about Reject, and I kind of want to give it its flowers to Reggie as I was looking into him a little bit more. This man is a veteran. He's been
BT,
playing
bro,
PUBG
bro,
Mobile
yo,
Esports now
take
since
these jerseys off, man.
2019. And
Take
last
those-
year,
this guy's a
he
Tempo
was
Storm
pretty
jersey?
much the MVP for the whole time, for the whole Japan League Season 3. He was MVP in Phase 1, and he was MVP in Phase 2. And right now, he's
Nobody cares
actually
now that he's
leading
71st, so
everybody
they're choking, dude.
in the PMGO Brazil 2024 with the most elims, 24
Yo, Chad, they have these
eliminations.
fans
so, I
because the
mean,
phones are
you
so
couldn't
goddamn
ask for
dog
anything
shit
better
that
for
they
your
can't
main
properly run
star
unless you
player
have a
to be
fan
popping
blowing
off.
on
And on top
24/7.
of that, Sute, Sarah, I mean, we saw what he was able to do yesterday in that crazy finish in Erangel. Remember of the radar, he was able to find those awesome angles against the other teams.
Look at that layout,
Everybody
Chad.
right
Is that
now
a three
is
finger
looking
layout?
great on Reject Japan.
I mean, Rejects have really turned it around. I think you said it earlier too. They've never finished above a top 8 when it came to the global events, right? And
Player,
now they're sitting
but you are
here
not a player. Settle
in
down there.
first place currently, right? We still got a whole days of action. My
Well, it's
only
because it's
question
Brazil and
is,
it's hot
right,
shit there. No, it's
they've
definitely just
had
because the
years
phones are
and
dog
years
water.
of experience of trying
But
to
it's
punch
definitely hot there
upwards.
as well.
But now that they're starting off the day in that first place, I don't know how they're going to be able to handle that pressure, because a lot of teams over the years, you know, you start
If
off
it was
first
hot,
place
they'd have
on
the
the
fans
final
blowing
day of
toward
the
their face
finals,
and not to the back of
and
their
you
phones.
don't end up first place after everything is said and done.
guy's the nowhere,
I think
dude.
I know which team you're thinking, especially
Like,
right
see
off
how
the
their
top
fans
of your
are pointing
head.
out?
And you
That
know
guy's
what?
pointing up.
Let's get a chance to talk about it a
They're
little bit
pointing, like,
longer in
towards
regards
the
to that
phone
team. And in
level.
case people don't know,
So it would
we're
blow
referring
on
to
your
Alpha 7.
fingertips
Alpha
and
7
the
in
phone.
the past,
Hey, who
they've
is
been able
this
to
baddie?
be there towards the top, but then
Blocking
they
her face.
attempting to choke.
Yo,
on the
unlock your
final
face
label for
and
Alpha
put your
7.
ad on that phone right goddamn now.
Yeah, put the
leader. They
right
have
meow.
99 points.
Right
Reject
freaking
has
meow.
111. What do we
Right
want
now.
to see out
Before I
of
get
Alpha 7
aggressive.
in this first match? Since you were talking
Okay,
about
let's
it?
not. Let's
For Alpha
I feel
7,
like
in the first
not
match,
at her.
man, it's
Nobody,
Sandhawk.
man.
That's usually good.
Juancho, who you
for
getting
Alpha
aggressive
7
on? Who
because
are
they
you-
have that, fierce fighting
the enemy.
capabilities. The squad
Melody,
is
where's
so
the Melody
strong.
message in your chat just
But
now?
I don't know, man. Some
Oh,
of the other
man,
teams
Melody
right
did not.
now on Sandhawk have just
Melody?
much
Hello.
No,
better
message us
name
ever.
and point.
Reject.
Reject, I think they by
She
far
regrets
have
the
been
day
most aggressive
that
team
she
in the
went.
whole entire tournament series.
Right?
Like winning every single
I mean,
conference.
apparently,
And, of
'cause
course,
what the
obviously,
frick,
they have
dude?
the most amount
Dude,
of
chat, all I'm
eliminations.
saying is it says now would be a good time to insert ads. So, like, do I hit you guys with an ad so I can make money?
Right now would be a
There's only
great
one other
time
team
to smash.
that has had a chicken dinner with 15 eliminations, and that's Team Falcons. I mean,
See,
that's
I
the
would hit my
problem
3
is,
viewers with
you
some
know,
ads
yeah,
right now.
Team
If I could.
Reject, Alpha 7, S2G, these top 3 teams.
I mean,
were
My one
studied
viewer,
What's
never
up?
mind. I went to go get my
night
food,
long
and
by
2 of
the
my viewers
rest of
are
the
gone.
lobby.
GG.
And the thing about that is, like you're
Chat.
mentioning,
Dude,
the
Juancho, send me a
qualifying
link
team,
of
right,
your
or the team
stream.
that actually gets first
I'm-
place
I'm-
here.
Man, I was
Well,
some
not
box.
I'll-
only win
Jack in the
$100,000,
box. Hold on.
I won't be easy. Hold on, let me go
qualifying
get it.
spot
You
at
should
the
be on my
PUBG
main
Mobile
page,
Cup.
chat. Is he
So they
here?
have
Do you
their
see him here?
entire
Dude,
region
yeah,
Alright,
behind
let's
it
go.
here.
I found
And
them. I had
when
to
that
scroll
happens,
down
and that's
a
at
good
stake,
bit.
You know,
What the
you gotta
fuck,
take
dude?
down these
Chat.
top 3 squads. So I guarantee you, if you're a
Everyone
team
go-
like Team Reject, you're gonna have to put that.
Everyone
that
go
aggression higher.
tell
Alpha 7
Juancho
in the same
hello.
boat, because the second a team knocks you,
And go
they're
sub
gonna
to him.
make sure they eliminate you. They
Thank
have to
you.
at this point. There's no other choice, 7.
Hey, we gotta give him some clout, chat, so
That's
that way
it.
he
The thing
doesn't
too
quit.
is if we do end up
That's
seeing
it. Put your
any
pants
fights,
down.
we
What?
want to see, especially if you're one of the teams at the top, make up your mind quickly on what you want to do with those fights, right? And that's something that we saw SGG being able to do so great yesterday, where they ended up getting some knocks and then they decided to back off as well from other stuff. So with these teams,
Diddy Jr. What does that mean?
What?
Diddy? Diddy
Diddy
Jr.?
Jr. They're calling you Diddy Jr.?
What is that, man?
Chat, there's no chat. Stop calling Juancho Diddy Jr. He don't deserve it. Who
Yep.
said it?
Hello.
It was good. Donnie, of course it was fucking Donnie.
What does that mean?
Oh,
Yeah, what
God.
does that mean? Who is that?
Chat, someone tell him what Diddy Jr. means. Y'all probably describe it better than I do. You know who Diddy is?
No.
What did Diddy do, chat? Chat, Diddy's a singer or something like that, right?
The final thing to be done.
Or like he's something like that. And so basically, he gay as fuck. He fucks dudes all the time.
Oh, shit. I'm Diddy
Yeah.
Jr., dude.
And he also is a pedophile.
Oh, I'm not Diddy Jr. I am not Diddy Jr., dude. Man, you should have started with that second part, man. What the fuck?
No, chat, someone gotta clip him saying he's Diddy Jr.
Oh, dude.
Rapper slash pimp, yeah, basically. He raped him, and yeah, so he did a lot of stuff. Did he do it to Justin Bieber when Justin Bieber was like 14 or some shit? Like,
Right?
I saw a tweet, bro. Alright, chat, this was not me. I saw a tweet. Okay, I'm not gonna say it because it was a dark joke, but it was funny as fuck.
Can I clip
The
this?
Vietnam team.
I can't really stop you if I'm being honest.
Wait, what's
here.
stopping you? Is the real question. It's Joe video chat. Send this to PUBG Mobile right now.
No. Oh.
Lock
Yeah,
him up.
hell yeah. Capture me already.
Lock him up with Diddy, dude. Diddy the second is wild.
Dude, he's just heck, man.
Yo, chat, we had like a 50-minute wait time and we're still watching clips.
The fuck I started my stream so early for, man?
So that you can get called Diddy Jr.
Man.
What is this from? It's PMGC?
I mean, if you
He
read
way
the
above.
top right.
Ah, I wasn't looking at top right. Top right requires me to bend my neck, dude. No Diddy. There's a video of Diddy fucking a dude that Justin Bieber is sucking off in the club. What the
Okay,
fuck?
what the fuck?
Alright, I don't want to see the video, okay?
Send me a link
You know-
so I can avoid it right now.
Yeah, I gotta block the person. Okay. There's no way that's real. There's no way. That's gotta be fake, dude.
Yeah, the real PMGC for me begins tomorrow.
Yes.
Because it's about the prep work you do tonight for the next day of matches. It's about the review. It's about the VODs. It's about
I remember
figuring
back
out
in the
what to do
day,
with your team. And obviously, you just
They
played 6
they
matches
did
back
used to
back.
say Justin
The
Bieber
date's
was
not
gay,
done.
but
It's not even close to
I
done.
thought it was because of the baby song. Oh, baby, baby, that's
I thought it was supposed to look like a gay person, you know? No offense to
Okay.
gay people out there. I just thought he looked like one, you know? He looked like a fucking, like a Bayo, but like Bayo if he's a femboy, you know?
Oh, so just like Bale.
So just like Bayo. Is that Meek Mill in the VC with you? The fuck are you talking about?
Who?
Meek Mill. Is it because Meek Mill's fat?
What the fuck, dude?
What does Meek Mill look like? What up?
Çok güzel
Can't remember what he looks like.
Bugün de desteklerinizi esirgemeyin. Hepinize çok teşekkür ediyorum.
Everything were not so good as
Actually, Meek Mill isn't fat. I thought he was fat.
we already done some work at Hotel, and today we will fix everything what we don't get yesterday. So cheer for us.
The videos of Justin and OBJ getting sucked up. Odell Beckham Jr.
Your team has had many rushes.
Dude, chat, y'all seen that one video of
And this year, maybe.
what was his name?
to win.
He was a wide receiver for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Played with fucking Brady 1 year in Tampa for half a year. What's his name? The video where he's in the pool, stroking his thing, and it's like 15 inches. You know what I'm talking about, chat? You know that dude? What's his name? Dude, what the fuck is his name?
18 inches.
Basically.
Brother.
He got a third leg. That's how he was running so fast in the fucking field.
Alright.
No, Meek was named in the court documents as being one of the dudes Diddy did. Wait, who all did Diddy do? That's OBJ. There's no, that's not OBJ. It's fucking.
What was happening in PMGO?
Not OBJ, because OBJ still plays.
In December in Istanbul.
Antonio Brown. See, Oliver knows. Oliver knows his ball.
Definitely a fun one, but I want to talk about a little bit more about.
When the fuck the game was started? I don't know. We're talking about fucking football players because of how like long it's taking.
Chicken dinners. You were talking about it too. Hot jokes, real quick. Do you think S2G got what it takes? I mean, they shown it in the
This is
past.
where the
but right
video
now,
at?
in this tournament, do you
fuck are
think
you
they got what it
talking
takes to possibly?
Just look up Antonio Brown like pool. What the fuck are we looking at right now?
So many of these teams
This looks
gotta
like-
take-
These
got
are
rid of
not
some
the
of
baddies.
these.
That was
It's a
looking for.
game
Holy shit, it's
number
Reaper
one
on the
here.
left.
They have to start off strong though. It's all about what
Yo,
can
who is she,
you
though?
do in
Die.
They definitely have to start off strong. None of this team.
play any games later, Six? I'll probably-
have a slow
I
start
don't know.
here.
What,
even
are we
if
playing
it
later,
is
Juancho?
Sandhog.
I'm
As
definitely.
we get started, ladies
I don't
and
even know if I
gentlemen,
last
here
whole
on the
game.
Final day of the PMGO Brazil.
Oh shit, so maybe.
Oh my
I might go to
goodness.
sleep too, take a little
Sandhog,
nap.
I'm excited.
I woke up
can't
like
wait
5.
to see what's gonna happen. And the reason earlier, Sute, why
I wanna
was
play
asking you what
Project
you're thinking
Zomboid
about in
later
regards to Alpha
and stream
7
it.
for a start of the
That's
day.
fun to stream.
And Sandhog, it's because so far, in my eyes, they've been the best performing team when
Okay,
it comes
baby.
to this map. On the first day, they ended up with the chicken dinner
S2G
and
winning?
eliminations, and yesterday they ended
Let's
up
slow
with the
down
third
there, buddy.
place and 8 eliminations. So I mean, if there was ever a time for them to start carrying some momentum and also close a little bit that 12-point gap that right now Rejects has on them, this is the map to do it.
Well, speaking about rejects, that hot drop is going to happen once again.
Chat,
Rejects
sorry
in
if I
first
hear
place
this.
are
I'm trying to
not
pull up
gonna
the
back
Overwatch.
up. It is
Oh,
starting off hot
watch
like we
now.
expected, and rejects have
Wait.
already lost one
Two
player.
up already?
Form
Where are we
Sara.
the greatest
I
players in the
can't tell
fucking
if
game?
they managed to get a return knock or not. I see 3 players.
ROW
Royals
shitting on the
War.
first
Did they
place
manage
team.
to already pick up
Sick.
a fourth?
You gotta
Yes, they
tell
did.
me
They
their
got
ass.
one elimination.
Yeah.
So it's one apiece right now. And the
Man.
aggression's ramping up. Rejects down to 2 though, because Divine
Hold up,
also
chat,
got
I have
knocked.
to
You can
look
see the
at-
pressure. They're forced to fall back. They cannot get the
What the
revive
fuck?
onto Divine. The 2v3
Yo,
is
Team
serious.
Falcons
Rebounds on
won-
the side. Ragey goes down, and that's the reject
got
team.
Team Falcons.
out.
20K.
They did
Oh,
good.
yeah,
Team
well,
Falcons
it's
won
not
Overwatch
hard.
Finals
He's
for
done
Korea.
this twice. He's tried to done it 3 times, but he's done this twice now. We're told
Their
it
roster
takes
consists
twice to
of
get that
13
angle,
total
and it
world
ends up
championships.
happening, and guess what? for all these
Might
teams
not
that
be a
are
bad
trying to
roster.
get for that first place,
Donnie said he clipped me,
boy,
man.
they're
What the
gonna
heck?
see that elimination feed, and they are gonna be
Good job, Donnie,
so
clipping him.
happy if they can
No.
make the best of it when it comes to this match. I was talking about Alpha 7 having a great start here. I was hoping
It's
Rejects will be able to
probably
have
on
that
the
great
list.
start
Also
as
50
well,
allegedly
but
with the
this hot
feds.
drop, you never know. Yes, you
Dude,
might have
speaking
been
of
able to
lifts,
win
did
the
they ever
previous
drop like
day,
the official
but you
Epstein
never know
Island
what
list?
can happen
Okay.
as we do have some of the other teams hot dropping as well.
No, because like Tom Brady was on that
Yeah.
bitch, dude. And Tom Brady my goat,
I-
dude.
I
But if he went to the island,
honestly
he's definitely not my goat.
Can't blame the Rejects team. Usually, any
Also,
other
a
team,
player
right?
on
You're coming into
my
the
favorite
final
basketball
day,
team is on
first
that
place,
list.
you've
Oh, yeah.
hot dropped
I'm trying to
the same
figure out
day.
Akon
if
was
he's
there.
not-
I would
So that
say
first
you
list
gotta
was
change it up.
bullshit.
You have to change it up. But Rejects, they
I didn't know why
made it
Eminem was there.
all the way here via hot drops. They made it all
Eminem
the
definitely
way
wasn't
here,
there.
dropping
That was
and
definitely
fighting and
the fake.
having that confidence and shutting down every team that's challenged them. So if they change drop spots now on
Nah,
the
but
final
who was
day, I would have
the
almost
precedent
said,
that
like,
was on
no,
there?
I don't want to see that because you got here trusting in yourself. So they trusted.
There was an
this time, it
ex-president of
just
the
so
U.S.
happened
I wanna
that
say-
it didn't
I want to say
work
Biden
out.
because it
At
just
least
makes the
that's my
most
take
sense.
on
But
it.
like,
And
I don't think it was
also,
him.
the circle is in the southwest,
Oh, it was
so
Puerto
this
Rico.
would have been a great
I forgot
circle
the
for
name.
the Rejects team to play in.
But that
They're
guy
no
was
longer
definitely there.
Oh, I fully agree with you.
Bill
I
Clinton.
honestly,
There you go.
I wouldn't have wanted to see anything different.
Was it him?
Uh-huh.
The first president that came to mind.
That guy. When we went there, right? Remember this?
Chad, I
team
can't
on
name
Shanghai from yesterday,
more than like
they
10
ended up in
presidents.
second place with 10 eliminations.
I could
So
probably
they will
name 10 if I think
remember
about it
that. They
for
were
like
like,
more
okay,
than
we're
2
not going to be
seconds.
changing anything. Everything so far up to this point has been working out for us, even if we
Wait,
do
who
end
from
up
the
losing
T-Wolves
some
in there?
hot
Rudy
drops here
Gobert.
and there.
Gobert.
It
Holy
doesn't
shit, why the
matter.
fuck
so
I say
far it's
Gobert?
been working out for us,
Rudy
so let's
Gobert.
test out our luck. Let's test out if we can
Dude, what
actually
the
end
fuck
up
is
being
that?
Royals of War. What actually surprised me,
Oh,
though,
it's
is
the
that
cabinet. There's a cabinet under my
they
desk that I keep
didn't-
getting money.
maybe they weren't expecting
Stephen
for
Hawkins-
Vampire
Hawkins?
Esports to third party them again, and I felt
Dude.
like Tony K ended up moving a lot faster this
Yeah,
time than we
way
have seen
faster.
them in the previous
Oh,
2 days,
man,
because
shit,
usually
Chat.
it takes a little bit longer, but this
Dude,
time
my
I felt
butt
like he grabbed
bone
the
hurts,
gun,
Chat.
he
You
knew
know?
exactly
Literally,
where to
like
go.
your
He's
butt
been
tail
able to do
thingy.
a lot of research in the past
Sitting
2
in
days
this
of where
chair
they
so
think
long.
if they do end up fighting,
I need
where
a
they
better
position
chair.
themselves, and that was perfect.
only
I mean, if you're Royals
Razor
of War,
would
that was a
send me
perfect
one.
third party because
For
they ended up
free.
helping you so much, and if you're Rejects, you just caught off guard so quickly there by Tony
What a
K.
wonderful, great chair
that
they would
fight
have as
between
well.
Rejects and Royals of War was actually the fastest.
Oh well,
it's
but
ever
since you don't
been.
have it,
So
man,
since I don't have
Razor,
it.
fuck
yeah,
no.
you're absolutely right.
Okay, alright, settle down. Whoa, settle down there. Let's not say.
Second love Razor. I mean, if they
Oh,
want
I
to
love Razor too, bro.
Back
Dude.
into the open. So that fight is done. You saw there on the circle. Next, Ruya made a
They
great
probably got a good spot
rotation,
done.
carving their way
They hold the
through
entire
middle of
shoreline. They
zone,
can probably pick up some
straight
kills.
to dead center at a strong
6x
compound.
M249 with a shotgun is kind of wild.
Boot camp between D Plus and Royals of War. They managed to get to the southwest side as well. And besides those 2 teams I just mentioned, I think everyone else is
Wait,
still kind of
S2G?
looting up before they rotate in.
Did they get
Yeah,
unwashed?
you know
or what?
What was interesting as well from that fight,
I don't know.
I'm still on that Reject
Second place is
versus
up.
Royals
Chad, you
of
ever
War
think
fight
about like
was that it wasn't
how like
just
rich
Tony
people
K
are, and they could
from
just make you
Vampire
disappear.
Esports
You know,
trying to
like
third party that fight.
if
We
like
also
fucking
saw
Trump,
players from
if Trump
other
really
teams
wanted to, and he hated me
trying
enough,
to third
he
party
could just
that
make me
fight,
disappear
they
like
made it
that.
a
There would be
little bit
no
harder
records
for
of me
Royals of
ever
War. For some
anywhere.
reason, Tony, I wanna
Yeah.
play a
I would
little
be
bit of
cleaned
what
off
they
the
hear
internet.
for Reject fans.
Like, how often do you think that actually
If for some
happens?
reason
Like
Tony
that the
K
presidents
would've said,
actually
"Hey,
do
you
something
take
like
time,
that
try
to some dudes who
end
have
up
like
third
some
party
dirt
that
on them,
fight."
right?
It could have probably ended up working out in the favor because Royals of War was starting to get shots
Pretty
from
fucking
behind.
often,
So
probably.
interesting stuff and interesting
Yeah, it's
adjustments
pretty
that we're seeing
like-
here as S2G, a team that definitely needs those points, is going to be going up against Zebra Masters. They're going to be able to get a knock. They do have
S2G, one
one of
knock.
their players knocked. They don't want to end up losing him. He's going to get eliminated here. Ooh, not how S2G wanted to get started, as now they're trying to get this fight. Are they going to back up from this fight? I don't think they're going to be able to, but we did see one of the players from
For those
S2G
2 a.m. thoughts,
trying to
dude,
get
that's
an
what I'm
offering.
doing when I'm listening to music, bro. I just be getting those random thoughts. I'm like, yo. And then I'll go on YouTube and I'll like look up conspiracy theories, bro. Conspiracy theories have me going crazy, dude. I watched one where the like Hillary Clinton like basically assassinated like 20-something people,
Pretty close though.
and it was some crazy. Oh, I thought he threw that on himself.
Gets the next opening knock. And
But like, it's all just
Lozada
conspiracy
running around
their
in
so
the
like no
open
one
house.
knows if it's
Does
true or
come up
not.
with the nade
But
on the
like, what
backside.
if it
Now
is?
Lozada's gotta make a
And then
play,
he's out here
and
taking
he
people
goes
out they
down
don't like, you know,
3v1.
like.
Crazy down to low.
Because they got money.
I think
Damn,
he's fine.
this dude contested him and got
Gotta do this out
smoked.
together. No, they can't do this.
Wait, what time
Wait,
is
we
it?
gotta set our times. Yeah, hold on.
Overzealous
Damn.
here, and now the player
Damn.
from the flank is
Hey,
forced
shut
to
the
go
fuck
up
up, dude.
to prevent that thirst, and
Damn.
it should be
All
good
right.
accuracy.
All right, what's your
Gets
time at?
finished down
What's your
to
time
I'm
one
at 38.
Good hustle. Out
38?
of S2G.
Okay, you're ahead of me.
That almost could have
All right,
been
I'm
a
40,
solid
39,
player,
38,
really trying to go for
37,
it.
36,
Win the fight
35,
on the north
34, 33, 32, 31, 30.
eastern edge of zone. Losing one player, but they do pick up 4 points, and with how close the point spread
Extra
is,
threes always go hard. The limit for those threes is your imagination, for real, bro.
I'd say that's worth. Lose one player, get 4 points. You never know with Sandhawk.
Taylor Swift is vampire type shit.
Point you can.
I'm with
Dude,
you.
what she
I
is,
mean,
dude.
look at that. Just being able to get those 4 eliminations.
never seen her
already
age,
allows them
and
to
she's,
be
like,
able to jump
old,
above Alpha
I
7.
think, right? Like,
and the way that Kelsey was able to respond
Regardless.
there as well. Wow, I'm impressed with what SGG was able to do there for only
IHC getting cooked?
They get a little bit sketchy.
Who would have thought, dude? Who would have
I
thought,
got a
Chad?
little bit worried when that second player ended up getting knocked. They were just pushing
Not
one
me,
by
they
one.
fucking
But
won
good to see
world.
them being able to clutch up that fight and now take those 4 eliminations. But
Oh,
yeah,
Cardio getting some fucking free
100%
kills
with
on
you
the
there,
dog
CJ,
war
with
teams.
what you were asking. I'm willing to
we
risk
not?
Dude, the
one
crowd
player. I'm
going
willing to
crazy.
lose one player, especially
Smoke
in
was,
Sandhawk, if it's
one of the
gonna
guys
end
is
up
fucking
being a
remember his name.
4-point for us, because you
Can they
never
kill
know.
though?
You
Oh, they're
just
gonna get the
never
kill.
know what
The rest of the
rotation,
team left.
especially with this circle right here. Look how
That's
much
wild.
water is involved. It's gonna be tough.
Chat,
to
my
rotate
favorite
into
conspiracy
it.
theories are how they
This is the
always
first time we've
rig
seen the circle
the other
on
team to win the games
far
against my favorite team in the
southwestern
NBA.
side too on Sandhawk.
There was actually one game that I swear to God it was rigged,
Where
chat.
teams might be pathing, if
Which
teams are gonna
could
decide to
completely be
camp
true.
a multitude of
Alright?
bridges.
I fully believe
We've
that
seen
conspiracy
some
theory
camping
that the
already,
NBA
so
is just
maybe
rigged for
lost one
views
player
and
too. I
for
believe that would be Alpha
merch
7
and shit.
crossing that bridge you
But
see on the mini
I'll
map
still
on
cheer
the
for my
east
team.
side. Alpha
Yes.
7 has got a long way to go. But with the circle so far
Yo, is
to
he
the
just
west,
underwater,
the
fully
water
underwater, just vibing?
is going to pull back towards
Yeah,
the
they
east,
definitely ain't finding
which
that loot
may
box.
help out Alpha 7. We'll see shortly. IHC also
Nah, it
lost
goes
the player
back up to
on
the
the north
surface.
side to Regnum Karya.
Oh, it does?
And as I say that, they're
Oh,
losing a couple
20K?
more to the side of Vampire. Rogue finds one with a nade, but I don't think IHC can recover from this.
And I see a team that was just so hot after day one with what we were able to see out of them. And sadly for them, they were not able to keep all the players alive.
Oh my
CCO
God, you got a
being able to
DBS
clutch up that
stone,
fight
brother.
against
Brother, I think it's
Stone,
time to
and
retire.
he
You
should
playing
be
since
able to pick
2018,
up
same
his
as me.
teammate very
It's
close
time to
by.
give it up.
Vampire
Time to hang
Esports,
the
the
cape
team
up.
that more than likely was camping this bridge, ends up getting surprised here by IC, as we also seen Alpha 7 get some elimination points in the elimination feed. But IHC should be able to reset here. Vampire Esports is going to end up backing off. And for IHC, they could possibly now start a little bit of a bridge camp as well for some of the other teams that are going to be trying to rotate. We're going to be switching over to Boom.
Oh,
Boom,
DW guy just got
another
knocked from
team
their
that
team.
surprised us yesterday, making it within the top 5. They're going to be getting into a fight with Death Wolves here. The DBS is out, and oh no! Flyboy ends up getting knocked, and he's going to get quickly eliminated here by Death Wolves.
Yeah, the DBS so dead.
Yeah, made that back from. He's a goner. It's a goner.
Fortunately for Boom,
He's on the outside. Do you not hear him on the outside?
Razy finds a
Are you
nice
deaf?
nade, but from the side in the smoke.
Good chat. These
Trade
guys
is
are
there.
not real.
Death Wolves, though, however, are very split up, I think. It's
This
only
guy's
one player
blow,
I see
dude.
here from the Death Wolves team, and 2 of the Boom players are
Dude,
here
Juancho
to
with
challenge
MVP over these guys.
UMP M4 in hand.
Oh, that guy
shit,
got
he
domed.
left and right, and he goes down. Yeah, the last player of the Death Wolves was not able to rotate.
Dude, chat, it's
the
VP.
time.
Haven't
He's
we understood
actually
that they're
up
frauds
in
by
the
now?
zone. So being way too split up, Boom will secure 2 points and remain as a 3-man team currently. This fight was happening on the south.
Wait, did VP not lose 2? I thought they lost 2.
southern edge of the Sandhawk zone.
But they only lose Stone.
Yeah, for
No, they just lost
I
Stone.
mean,
That's all they
we were
lost.
talking earlier about how STG, you're willing to risk one player there for 4 eliminations. Boom is willing to risk that one player of 2 eliminations, and not only that, just a great position here within the circle, because
Bro
if for
lives
some
after
reason
hearing
it does end
no.
up shifting south, it would be wonderful for this team to be able to set up here and just start defending it. The switch over to Nova, a team that a lot of people
Alright,
had as
that
favorites.
purple
It's
guy, I
been a
know him.
while since we got a chance to see Nova
I know him too, bro.
esports from China at a
He's
global
never
event
killed
for
me
PUBG
before, but
Mobile.
I've killed him 4
And
times.
boy, it's been
Maybe I
lackluster,
ain't
to say
the
the
GOAT,
least.
chat.
I was expecting a lot
Think
more.
about
We
me
were
being the
wondering
GOAT and
why.
not
We were
Fairboy.
expecting,
Maybe
we
we'll
were
what we
never
creating
know.
theories here as we're starting to see the new
We'll never
circle.
know.
Maybe today will be the day that Nova, even though they might not be
I
able
like
to challenge them
IHG's
for the
compound
first place,
better,
unless they
'cause
pull
it's where
something
Vampire
along the lines of
was.
what SCG was able to do yesterday, being able to double your points in just 2 matches. At least
What's
they're
this
looking
Boom
to
guy
save
doing in
face a
this-
little bit. At least they're
They're
ready to
SRW
probably
team.
get some points under the belt and not be so far down on the leaderboard.
Yeah, you never know. And just as we talk about them, one of their players did get knocked. So Nova should be able to get that quick revive. But you can see the circle once again pulled to the west. I was saying it might pull back inland, like a hard shift to the east, but that is not the case. Everyone on the eastern side has to keep going further. S2G, are actually the ones challenging the Nova squad, getting a re-knock, but look at S2G's position. They are
Terrible,
not
hit your
gonna be able
goddamn
to do
shots,
much
you
from
fucking
there
loser.
unless somehow they can drive right
It's not for
up.
you to
Lazy
retire
hops
also,
out
buddy.
early, deploying himself.
What is
as
S2G
kind of
doing, though?
a
Like, real
turret
shit.
down there, but the driver kept going for the distraction
Like, what was their
play.
plan?
He's
Driving
getting
into
caught.
a
You hear
hill,
the
the
crowd
full
cheering.
team on it.
S2G losing players right now.
Yeah, and we're more than likely gonna keep hearing that the
There.
whole day. And there you go, the last player from S2G
Baby, that's what I
gets
said.
found. S2G,
Let's
those
go,
4 points
S2G.
earlier come in massive.
Yo,
But
number
now it
1
comes
and 2
down
team
to
out
how Alpha
first and
7,
third.
what Boom is
Crazy.
gonna be able to do as well. And next Ruya, I mean, next Ruya still has all their 4 players
It's
alive.
A7's game
I'm
to
not really sure
take
yet
first
where
shot.
They are currently within.
This
Okay,
DK
they're
guy.
south of Ruins. They should be able to work with that too. And now we're gonna be switching over here.
They
to
hear him,
D
though.
plus Kia against Royals of War. Royals
Oh
of War
my-
down 1 player. They're gonna be able to spot one of the players. Oh no! Actually, his player ends up getting spotted. And D plus Kia.
Hey, Juancho, what do we think about that? What do we think about Latam?
As they were able to knock somebody there from Royals
No
of War.
thoughts,
And he's gonna
can't
continue
have-
going.
Aragon's
He's
definitely
also
getting
there
knocked.
trying to find the off
Aragon's
angle.
getting
before that, one before
And
that.
it's gonna make it a little bit easier here for the rest of his
Uno
squad. They're gonna
v4.
be jumping in,
Okay.
and that is it for
Yeah.
Royals of War. D plus.
ROW
Kia.
If only
They
they
eliminated
picked me
them
up.
and
Oh,
eliminated
wow.
them in a
Okay.
good way. They didn't end up losing anybody.
Wow.
Cat, should they have picked Juancho up?
We're looking to set a trap there.
I think
but
Juancho could have carried them.
Might have fallen asleep in the corner right there. Didn't react.
I ain't that
fast enough.
fucking good.
D+. Whoever was the entry player.
I don't know. I
had
think
it
I
you're
think
the
some
dude,
fucking
dude.
coops or
very
something.
heads up play, checking every
I mean, Coops can't even do it,
There was no
dude.
sound when he got dropped off. You're never too
But I think
sure
some
on
fucking know
Sandhawk,
how
and
to
that
carry all
paid
them
off
fucking animals.
to make sure all the corners were clear.
What do you mean by that? What do you mean by calling them animals, huh?
Earlier on,
Which
onto
ones?
IHC,
Animals?
coming in from the north side across the bridge. They definitely heard the commotion between D+ and Royals of War. And
Hey,
meanwhile,
man, I
on the
see what you
southern
were trying to
side,
make
here
me
is
say,
Alpha
dude.
7.
Why is McGrellan playing?
Managed to wrap down to the south.
been playing the entire time?
So many teams around
Pretty
them,
sure.
and the circle centers up. They got
The only other
probably
play
the
they have,
toughest
I'm pretty
challenge ahead
sure,
of
is
them
that.
yet with, I count like maybe 5 teams around
Pedrinho
them, and
and-
with Nova wrapping behind them too.
And the guy that spammed.
It is.
Squash.
They're gonna be forced to take fights here. We look over at D plus Kia.
Oh, they got
They're
Squash
trying
in
to
the
hunt
roster?
down Silas.
Yeah.
For
They're like,
Raymond
huh,
Faria,
band player?
as he's
Hell yeah,
very
give me
close
that.
by, and this would be good
We
for
take
Silas.
those.
I mean, he was-
Knock this
he
back
was
and be able to
MVP.
confirm into
And,
elimination.
you know-
We were talking
They
about
really
Alpha
think
7
they're us,
earlier.
six.
Guess
We
what?
picked
Nova
up money, kid.
Esports is now
But
taking
which
the fight
got
there to
fucked.
Alpha 7 as we're seeing in the elimination.
Nova
feed.
all down
I
the
think Alpha
fucking.
7
Wait,
ended
did
up
Rev have
getting
4
the better
pieces?
of that.
You would've held
They
them
do have
back.
one of their
Calm
players
down,
knocked,
bud.
but
What the heck, dude?
so far looking good for that team.
Dude,
I'm sorry,
Juancho would have made
they're
it
gonna
not
focus
even
a little bit
qualified,
more.
dude, even though
They
they're
wouldn't
invited.
even be there if
Keep
we
up
had
for
this
this
fucking
team.
face of attorney. If I was
Right
in there.
now,
What do you think about
for
NGX? I think
my
NGX are
eyes,
some
they
frauds
really
now. Like, it's time to talk about them being frauds.
We're just kind of filling in the gaps.
Like, we gotta have that conversation.
I don't know
To
about
get those points, not
frauds
lose anybody.
with an
A
ass
team
at
that
the
is in
end.
contention. That if they do
Fraud.
have a great game here, they could go back
There
to
you
that
go.
first place.
That Coops
Hey,
guy
chat.
fucking.
I mean, that's what I'm gonna keep my eyes on.
Chat, interesting fact. Fraud also starts with F. You know who else name starts with an F? That's a fraud.
Freak, his fucking ass.
There we go.
Freaking ass.
So I think they need to get rid of Freak and get a 4th. That's not Freak.
Me. I'm not freak.
No, that way.
I'm not Freak, though.
Yeah, but they need to get someone better than Freak. There you go.
Hey, hear me out.
This Juancho guy, like, can't even make it out of NA.
If I had Coops in my team, I would have fucking made it out.
Boom as well. I'm starting
It can
to
be
sell
that
it.
hard
Boom
to
only
take
has
over
one
Freak.
player alive. This is
What you
what I
gotta
want to see. I
Let
want
these
to
guys
see
do
what
their
next
thing.
Ruya
You should
was
watch
gonna
their
be
fucking
doing
back.
here. They are gonna be barely
just
within
make
that
sure
circle. They
Coops
have some
doesn't die.
vehicles to work
Yeah.
with, too.
I just watched the back for him. Oh,
Ralph and Freak are washed.
Falcons,
Ralph
you
is a
know
little
what that
washed,
team
but
saying
like
to do
Frog's
is they
IGL,
can
so
start
like
off, and on top of that, you're gonna have Smoke Gaming next. Ruya pushing up this mountain, barely gets
it's not
away with
that-
it there. Kunha is gonna
Damn.
get surprised from the back. Great play there by Frozen,
Oh, we
being
just died
able
for
to
the
do
third?
exactly what he
My
needed
goat.
to do, knocking that player,
GG.
eliminating him. But he needs to be careful because there's gonna be
He
more
dodged the
players
nade?
nearby.
What?
Frozen getting a little bit stuck there. There's gonna
What
be
the
Molly. There's
What
gonna
is
be
going-
grenades getting caught him, and
I
he
don't
ends
know
up
what was
getting
going
caught.
on,
He
but
ends up
like
getting
something.
knocked.
Yeah.
But is he gonna end up getting eliminated, or can his team recover him?
Coops
Next
fall
year,
off
at
needs to
this
be
point,
studied.
they don't wanna end up losing
Chat,
the
it's
player,
not like
but
Coops
this is
fell
such
off.
a tough position.
And then his
Is that,
team
you know-
got worse.
Yeah, this is really tough. I don't know
Because
where
his
the
team
player that
can't
drove
improve.
off
So
was.
they're the best team in the
Drove
region
deep,
by
I
a
think he
pretty
went
big margin,
pieces
chat.
and couldn't come back.
And we're the
But
best
he's
team
at
in the
top. He
region.
got suppressed. And he
you're
wasn't
not
able
really
to
improving,
that.
right?
They
It's
do
because
get
there's
the
nothing to
win
improve
back
off of.
onto
How are you
the
going to
road,
improve by
though.
just
Next
curb
we
stomping the
have
same teams
lost
you've been
that
curb stomping the
which
last
is
year or two?
great news
You
for
know, you're not
Alpha 7
going to
seed
learn
standings.
anything.
All the teams
So when they go against
here
teams
in
that have
Alpha
like
7
good reaches and
are
shit,
either all
Oh
gone
my
or
goodness.
severely hurt, and Alpha 7 still has
not
four
the Smoke
trying
Gaming
to
team,
close this
not
out
the Smoke Gaming team,
pocket.
the other.
Miyagi
Look at
not
his
able to
face,
hit the
bro.
shots.
So?
That is it. Xria pick up 3 points, but they do lose Frozen.
I did not see him.
Massive 3 points there for them, as
He
now they're going to
didn't
start
look
being
very
able
happy.
to focus a little bit more on how they're going to make this.
Yeah, that's a big
rotation.
crowd,
And another
low-key.
team, remember, they saw them getting shots from earlier. It was none other than.
Dude, imagine being a North American team, you win this PMGO, and then the second you walk outside, you get fucking shanked by a Brazilian.
Because they are super exposed
Yeah.
right now. If they do end up picking over, they have a little bit of a ledge here. They have
Or,
some
hear
buildings
me
to
out.
work with, but they
Go
are
back
not
to your
going to
hotel,
be in the circle. They're
you
going
go
to
to
have to
sleep,
make this push at one point or another.
and you don't fucking
And
wake
something
up.
that was
just
off
like,
Alpha 7 yesterday was their timing.
You wake up, but not at the hotel, dog. You're in some random basement, a dark room, blindfolded, strapped to a chair.
On being able to shoot this player, so you can see just
like as soon as
shots
you kill, if you
lo-
kill
going
a
on the
member of
ground. They don't have to
87 in
worry
the
about
game,
next
it's
trio right
here
now.
for you.
Alpha
So that's the problem all over again. No, Knights was a bad roster to start because they had no IGL. They had no leadership.
Without losing anybody.
Knights was just a bunch of fragging kids, and that's all it was. It was quite literally just a bunch of kids fragging. That's why they never did anything outside of like NA.
Hey man, they would have if they checked the bush.
If they checked the bush, you know.
They have met their match. They're
But they
down
didn't
to
check the
only
bush,
3
so.
members, remember.
Oh,
So they
didn't they?
can't do much, and with that nade, Icy takes down another player. Now it's all down
Damn,
to
dude.
Z Wolf.
But
Can
they pull
Z
back
Wolf
again?
clutch it up? There's
Nah.
3 players up for the Falcons. They got 1 knock, but can
I
Z
need to
Wolf
go
get 3
Albino,
more here?
man.
I don't know if he
Yeah, I'll cut the good out. I'm talking about
He's
before
gonna find
that.
second one. No, he
See,
does.
that team was a balanced roster. Okay, it had an IGL, even though he fucking sucked at IGL.
He can still do
It had
this
a really good
potentially.
Overwatch, and it had
no.
2 really good
He
gunners.
gets taken down.
It was a balanced
Falcons
roster. It
get
worked
a
out
full
well,
set
you
back
know?
up to 4.
But when you have
Falcons with a
Xenox,
great push up there.
Spec,
Remember, they heard
Kinsa,
next Ria
and
fighting
Coop,
early, and that's
4
what
players that
next Ria
want
was
to be the
worried
stars of their
about as they started
teams,
to switch their
it does
focus,
not
and guess
mesh
what?
well.
Guess which other team hurt this fight? Is none other than Hi-Fi's. That's right, HFIYS, because we saw them end the day.
And then you take
yesterday
Tinsa,
with
one of the best
with third
fraggers,
place,
and be like, oh, you're
actually with the
IGL
second
now.
winner in 13 eliminations.
And then he
Something we didn't
just
even get
becomes a
chance to
fraud
talk
because
about
he
today
doesn't
that
know
we
how to
talked about
IGL, and he's too
yesterday.
focused on
With
IGL to
those
kill
teams
people now.
towards the bottom that don't
Yo, this shit
necessarily
shit to the
need points, that
VP.
aren't gonna be
VP
challenging for the
could win.
championship, taking points
Why does it show
away
Tony
from
K's in the
those
water,
teams
bro?
that are trying to challenge it. Look at
It's the
Hi-Fi's in a
strat.
great spot right now.
You would
It's
be
gonna
here
be
if
a
you-
tough push for
if you
Alpha
weren't
7
so
to even
fucking
get into
lost,
this
you would
zone
know it's
with
strat,
Vampire
okay?
Esports having vehicles, and we know Vampire Esports with their splits, and when they are said, they are gonna be hard, very, very hard to get
Was it
into this
Tinsa half
zone
decent
for Alpha
IGL?
7.
No.
Yeah.
No, it is not.
The
It's not a good
only
IGL.
real benefit Alpha 7 has is
That's
the fact
okay,
that
chat.
Vampire is down to a
Yeah,
3
if they had, like,
They moved that one
HH,
player way earlier on, so
anyone,
obviously
any
hell
IGL.
Vampire with only 3, but the
Like even
superior
Fate chat, like even
positioning
though
is
Fate
enough
can't make it out
for
of
them to
NA
get
anymore,
Alpha
like
7. Alpha 7 with all 4. I mean, if they
so
just
maybe
run
not
up
Fate. Never mind.
guns
Let's take that
blazing,
back.
just
Not
run
Fate
up,
as an
you know,
IGL.
Vampire's down to 2 just like that. We'll see what Alpha
HH,
7 does
we
here.
should just
Or
got
a
HH.
motivational
We'll be
speaker
closing in
either,
very
dude.
soon.
'Cause,
Falcons, meanwhile, have
let me
to
tell
make
you.
their own push straight
You
into
always talk about this fake
Hi-Fi,
guy.
and they're gonna try and do it straight into the
Yep.
buildings.
That's it.
Falcons, another
Okay.
team that's looking to do what STG was able to do yesterday, try to double their points here. Here comes the push on Hi-Fi's. Hi-Fi's, we've seen this
Oh,
fight before.
wait,
Hi-Fi's
they got one
actually
knock.
going to be able to connect there with the
There's two of
nade.
them knock.
Silence, ring them cards
Oh,
on the
go.
third party this as well. And right now,
Oh,
it's not
that's no
looking
ex-
good for Team
you
Falcons.
fucking
They have
sexy
found their
motherfucker.
kryptonite once
Oh
again.
my god, they
Hi-Fi
just cleaned them.
ends up
They
alongside
just
Ring them
cleaned
Cards,
Falcons like
eliminated
nobody's
them.
business.
And that
Jesus
is it
Christ.
for Team Falcons, only 5 eliminations. You're gonna be able to get some
Chad,
points
this is
and
taking them
points.
to
We're
10th
talking
place
about
at
this
least.
push that Alpha 7 was gonna be doing on Vampire Esports, and something that ended up working out for Alpha 7 was that
Oh,
timing
shit.
right there.
Damn.
Although Tony K is gonna end up finding Mafioso.
Oh, shit,
Such a
dude.
tough push, and I don't think Alpha 7 has any of the smokes because of how many smokes they ended up using earlier.
Yeah, that first.
All right, Chad,
initial
who's winning
cross
this game?
Did cost them all their smoke util. They had a couple smokes that would have changed everything. Just smoke off the windows, the angles, and they could have got
What's
a
that
lot
purple
closer.
team?
New zone pops up. Alpha 7
Or pink.
is gonna play the snake game now. We are down to the last 5 teams. Only 13 players
All right.
remaining. Alpha 7 could still win this fight against Vampire because now
Oh,
Vampire steps
what am I
out.
looking at?
They're basically
Pink team?
standing wide
Isn't it
in the
Boom?
open at the top, and Alpha 7's covered by the ground.
Or is it
just
RCB?
slightly
I think
as
it's RCB.
one of them, McGrellan, I
they
think,
win.
pops up to take some shots. Does manage to go back down without getting knocked. Another
They
nade
definitely
coming in from Carrillo. No knock.
There's no one on their
Red
side
Bull
if
on
you're
the north
thinking
side
about
with
it, you know?
Hi-Fi's.
Like-
It is a
MVP
four-way
and Nathan
battle
just
right
gonna
now.
trade.
We
And
can't
they
forget
just gotta
about Boom.
keep
Boom is still alive in here in the form Razy
If
all
they don't
the way
win,
to
I'm
the
gonna
dude.
do
backside.
fucking ass.
So close.
That's something that ended up working out in the favor of this
Rob's
two
team,
teams because
no.
Boom could have ended up third party in this fight. Instead, they decided
Damn!
to
Tony K.
great shot
Tony
there
K,
by
who's your
Alpha
fucking
7.
father?
as they
Who's your
make sure
father,
they
Tony
hold on
Gay?
to
Daddy,
the
who
game.
your
Right
daddy?
now, they're going to be in an even tougher spot as they're
Call
going
him
to start
Dada.
getting spotted
Say
by
Dada.
everybody. And can they
Oh,
hit this
I
shot?
forgot
I
that
don't
one.
think the play.
Okay.
I don't think the play Cardio was taking 13,000 damage to zone and then getting two dabbed.
on the way. Alpha 7 gets eliminated.
Was RCB win?
With
Silas with 5.
eliminations.
Wait,
and
Silas
boom,
the fucking
still,
greatest, no?
With that just one player.
I mean, Silas is definitely really good.
Up the points for this team. Meanwhile,
He hasn't
Raven
missed the
Karya,
roads,
13
no?
eliminations. They're getting
No, I
involved
think
in
he's the
everything that is
only
given to
player.
them,
Wait,
as they're able to eliminate.
it's either him or
Boom
Luxy
Esports.
that were the only players that
I
would
thought
make
Boom would
worlds.
go unnoticed,
four
but they
times.
found him and they
Luxy
found him
has done
quick with
anything
that
besides
2v2 scenario,
after
and
the
it
regional
seems like
clash.
every single day,
Then everything else after that.
the teams that
He's
needed the
doing good.
most, that need the most amount of points, somehow get.
Silas
up
is
to
definitely
14,
like a
15
underrated
eliminations, but
player.
can they get the chicken?
Lox
Does
is
not
underrated as
seem
fuck,
like it.
too.
Schweppes finds one player 2v1,
Who?
and Vampire with the
Loxy,
superior
bro.
positioning get the chicken dinner.
Usually the kind of guy to play support for the other
That's the big
team.
question, because they were kind of far down
That's
on
wild.
the leaderboards. However, with 5 more matches to go, a chicken dinner to start, that's how you want to go about it.
Vampire
The fuck happened to the
Esports
stream?
back-to-back chicken dinners
Me?
when we are talking about
where?
Sandhawk. My goodness, this team for Vampire Esports, it's been the same storyline this whole PMGO. If they're able
Alright,
to
chat,
set
who's top
themselves
for
up,
Irish?
and that's why I
Revo?
was getting worried about some of the other teams
Mafioso
that
up there,
are
low-key,
top
bro,
that
what the
were
hell?
trying to go for those points.
Who's bottom
Once
right? Who's the
Vampire
fraud
Esports
watch?
sets
Monkey?
themselves up, it is so tough
Osa?
to try to break
What?
into any
Oh,
compound
it says
that they
6
are
games.
controlling,
Why does it
because
say
they're
6
going to be able
games
to
only? What
find
does it say?
every single angle possible.
Did he only
to
play
defeat
6
out of
games?
them. And to answer your question earlier, Sute, they end up with 6 eliminations, not the likes that we've seen before out of some of the other teams, double digits, but 6, they'll be happy with that chicken dinner.
Yeah, 6
Yo,
is...
dude, how many more games, dude? I'm trying to
You,
go
you
sleep.
want more. You definitely want more.
February
But
13
a
chat?
chicken dinner is still a chicken
Long
dinner.
start with
That's a
8?
good way to start off.
Order
the
only
game
has
for the
7?
day
Okay.
On a good morale. Vampire, you know, losing that one player early on. I think if they had all 4 up, they'd be much more aggressive with this positioning and pick up more. But they got
Lexi and Zux were literally in the last worlds. The fuck is Juancho in? That's what I'm saying, bro.
Yeah, they got it done. I mean, back-to-back chicken dinners
Yeah,
at
yeah.
Sandhawk, like you mentioned. Seven.
Everything after
a
regional
big win
clash,
for them. And I
it's
think it's
been
going to be
doing
great for their morale. And not to mention a really, really
Like I
great
said,
performance
dumbass.
from Magnum Karya. And one thing
Yeah.
I noticed, right?
Duck
Team Reject
Sea,
going out
Zuxi.
early. You know, S2G going out pretty early.
Well, at least I don't
Regional
remember
clash?
that
Getting
before
taken out.
the regional
Opens
clash.
the
He
door
won
for these
Super
mid-pack
Cup
teams,
Esports,
so
and then he
to
also
see some of these squads that really desperately needed the
Ninth
points and are going to try to make a
as
crazy
a
run for
regional
top
winner.
3, do it right off the rip. It makes things real scary here, Seven. Real scary.
The part is that at the start of the day, I was like, okay, all the top 5 teams could honestly challenge for that for that throne, for that first place, right? But with some of the teams, like you were mentioning there, Hot Jukes, and like we got a chance to see.
Wait,
this
chat,
past
he's
match,
actually made
some of
every
the top
single
teams
Worlds.
getting
He hasn't missed the
eliminated
Worlds, has
early,
he?
not being able to get that many
Silas?
points in regards to S2G. Yes, they were able to get.
No,
four
he missed the
eliminations,
Worlds
but I
here.
don't think
This
they
is the
ended up
only place he
getting
didn't
any of
he
the
missed the
placement
Worlds
points.
because he didn't make the
It's
finals for
gonna
this one.
make it a little bit easier for some of the other
Zuxi's
teams to
missed
be able to
one
catch up.
World
Like
out of
Vampire
every World
Esports,
since
like you
2018.
mentioned
He
too,
made the
Regnum
very first
Karya,
Worlds
they
as
had
well.
such good performances.
The Star
And for
Challenge. He
Regnum
made Star
Karya,
Challenge, then he
we
made
saw them
Split,
getting involved
or
in
the
everything
Spring
that
Split,
they
and
could
then
get
Fall
involved
Split
in,
of
the
Worlds.
third party, the angles,
He won East and they got
anything that
5th
could
in
get their hands on. Sute, Regnum
PMGC.
Karya was there.
And then he missed
Magnum Karya
2021
put a lot of
PMGC,
points.
May 2022 and
Not the
2023.
chicken, but I think they probably got
But
more
Silas has
teams
made
that
all
got the chicken
PMGCs,
dinner
right?
when it
Silas
comes
didn't
to
make the
overall
very
points
first
gained.
Worlds though.
You know, at the end of the day, the elim points.
Yeah, he didn't make the very
stack
first Worlds.
up.
He made
Boom
PMGC
made it
2020.
well into the late game too. So they
2021,
kinda,
2022,
throw their hat in there,
2023.
and they're maintaining their pacing to try and get that first place. The big story though for me is Alpha 7, right? With Reject going out basically with 0 points, and Alpha 7 coming in with couple elim points with a decent placement, they close the gap just that much more.
They will definitely be closing in that gap. And honestly, great play there out of Alpha 7. I think you and I, as we were watching what they had to work with, I honestly thought they were going to get eliminated a lot sooner. I thought they weren't even going to be able to get into the placement points. But look at that. 3rd place in regards to points. And then Regnum Karya, you were right. 20 points for this team with how many eliminations they were able to get, Hajux.
That's ridiculous. That is honestly insane. It's so crazy how we're seeing these point sponges pretty much every single game here, right? One team in particular gets, 10 eliminations, 14. We saw Boom. They got 2nd place yesterday with 19
Eagle stats?
eliminations. That's unreal.
We'll go back to that
you
later.
know?
We'll find
So
out later.
if anything like that happens today, honestly, any one of these teams is at like top 7, 8 position could win first place here.
And going now into Aaron Gill, I'm a little bit intrigued to see how Reject is gonna react. We know that they're not gonna have to worry about any hot drops anymore.
But I kind of look like
And we
Aiden
know
Ross
how
when we're ready.
well they've been able to
Bro, I do not
perform.
look like Aiden. Why do y'all think I look like
Talking
Aiden
about
Ross
Aaron
when we're
Gill,
ready?
you know what? Let's look at this team performance here from some of these
Chat.
teams that are currently at the top, that are challenging for that top
Do not
spot.
look like this fuck.
You talked about it yesterday, Hajjuk.
What the fuck
Sute, we got a
is that?
chance to see it. Look at that massive jump up that
Chat, I did not look
STG
like
was
this
able
guy.
to do.
Yeah.
Where do
that-
y'all see
that jump?
me looking like him?
Yeah, they
Not at all,
doubled their
chat.
points in just like a couple of matches versus like the entirety of 2 days. That is crazy.
Or some
Rejects
montages between games. I'm trying to
have
see what
a
this
nice
is.
trend upwards. So day
Oh,
one,
it's like
Rejects
total
was,
points.
like almost nowhere to be seen, and then they just exploded and kept running with it. And now all 3 teams, look how close they are to one another in total points, Hajux.
To the moon! It's so crazy. That's honestly ridiculous. I could not believe that jump, in all honesty. So, I mean, at this point, I believe
Yeah, STG
anything's
from
po-
9
anything's
from
possible.
here.
By
You said fucking
looking
cook.
at the overall
3.67?
standings, that gap has gotten quite small. 7.
Only 3 points. Alpha
3
7
points, chat,
being
3
able
points.
to close that gap in a big way. Luckily,
Boom
for Reject,
Esport
though,
fourth
that gap
place.
that they
Who
were
are
able
these
to create
bums,
keeps
dude?
them
Get
in
these
first
bums out of
place
the slobber.
as STG
Falcons
goes
on the
back
second
down
side of
there
the
to
leaderboard
first
is
place,
insane.
103 points. Boom Esports, you were talking about it too, Sute, with the points that they were able to get there from the placement. It kind of helped them push up that
RW, not in
leaderboard,
dead
which is
last.
going to be nice for them. And then from some of these
Not
teams,
in dead
Team
last.
Falcons,
It is
man,
Zebra
they are
Gaming.
not going to be happy where they're currently
Zebra
are at.
Masters.
And I wouldn't be surprised if we start seeing a little bit more out of Team Falcons.
Let me out.
Crazy.
2 wins out of RW.
You know what's kind of crazy
We
about
in the
this whole
first
thing
page, dude.
is the fact that the difference between first place and 8th place is 27 points. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I would have thought that that was a massive gap, right? But guess what? Alpha 7 in day 1 had a 28-point gap, and after match 2, that gap was completely closed. So that goes to show you, if you're an IHC fan in 8th place or on up, any one of these teams can pass up and win first place. It's crazy.
Yeah, anything can happen. I think SGG definitely opened the door yesterday. And don't forget about the Realme 12 Pro Plus. It elevates your photography experience with the 120 times super zoom and performance in games.
Portrait Master, what the fuck is that?
How to be a portrait master.
I just find out this player have crazy mechanics. Zyrex, check out his montage. Zyrex. Zyrex, is he an Indian player? He sounds familiar like this one dude. Zyrex Gaming. Yeah, he's an Indian player, right? Or what's his last tournament, chat? Highlights new team. Is he good though and like competitive, or does he just have mechanics? You know.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. There from that quick break.
Why do I have
Jay
Portuguese
actually
ads?
ends up getting
Or
the
whatever language it is.
MVP for that last match with 3 eliminations, 740 damage. And before we had to go into that quick break, there, Hajux.
Oh, yeah, also, I like this guy 'cause he wears the
see
same outfit as I did.
I've seen the graphic of those.
He just
top
wants to be
3
me, bro.
teams on what they have done so
He
far
wants
in the
it so bad.
PMGO. I mean, with S2G, that big jump up, I felt like it opened the eyes for some of the other teams that might have thought they weren't in contention, right? This is why I was talking about Team Falcons. This is why, even though it wasn't that big of a chicken dinner for Vampire Esports, they're going to be happy that they got that chicken dinner, because if they continue on this trend, they know what S2G did yesterday. They're looking to duplicate that here today.
I mean, it's happened so many times. S2G did it in day, yesterday,
gun.
and then not
Full
to
gun, by the way,
mention,
Jack.
you had Team Reject do it as well, right? They had a 15 elimination chicken dinner in match number 8, and that just made them rocket launch themselves into that top position. And now we see them in first place here. I wonder, Zute, right?
Maybe on the smart play would it be walk to the tree. Okay, that guy got absolutely touched, chat.
How much you would avoid wanting to be in first place.
You should have
in
walked
this
behind the
spot.
tree,
And
though.
We saw them in San
So that way they couldn't
be
shoot.
the
Because 4 people went
first
by
team
him.
out.
So like, you use the tree as cover
Yeah,
and you pick him.
it sucks to start off the day as the first team out getting 0 points when you're, trying to hold that first place position. But, you know what? I feel like for Rejects in particular,
Okay, that was nice as fuck.
with how they've managed to get
Was you live
here
yesterday?
in the
I
first
was
place,
sleeping. Actually, I wasn't
their
sleeping. I was
mental
playing Overwatch, and it was like
resilience must be extreme.
9:30, and I was like, dude, they're already on
Like,
game like
just
3.
a quick
I'm just gonna.
comparison, right? Alpha 7.
I'm just gonna keep
Every
playing
time they went
Overwatch.
to global events, they've always done really well, just almost
I
shy
wouldn't lie
of
to you
you know,
if I told
first
you I'm
place.
naughty.
Rejects, they've done, to put it like, bluntly, terrible. Almost every single
You
time
gonna come
they've gone
back
to
to you?
global stage,
Oh,
but
just like me when I
they
play
still
Juancho,
get
you know?
there every single time.
Huh?
They still try their best.
Okay.
So the fact that they're, first place right now, I think they're okay. Like, yeah, you went out first, on Sandhawk.
Okay.
That
Hey,
sucks.
full
That's
and four is
terrible.
back,
But
dude. You want to buy it
this
for me?
team in particular, I feel like
No.
their mental resilience has got to be stronger than most other teams, and I don't think they're too worried or too phased.
Wait, he actually should have won before
Last
the
time we
chat.
saw Reject being eliminated that
He
early
should
on
have got the
first-
one before.
after their bounce back.
Yeah.
Was actually in the
Should've.
first day. The first hand.
No,
that
the
we
game
saw them,
actually
they
held
ended
them.
up in 16th place with only 2 eliminations.
Yeah, look at this.
They
You're
were
telling me
able to
that's
make
not
a
enough.
comeback
If
on
you
the
take a
next
shotgun
angle with
point
a
blank
ninth
to the
place,
face like
but
that,
they ended up with 10 eliminations.
that should have been a
Instead,
knock.
The reject that we're
And then he
seeing
just
here
free
in
kills the other
first
guy.
Erangel of day 3.
Let's see for ourselves. Here we go. What's up, everybody? It's Hot Jukes next to Zute. We're going to go ahead and take over this match. And it's a very, very important one. First Erangel of the day. This is the map we're going to be playing on the most. And I think this is going to be the place where most of these teams are going to soak up those huge points. It really is so crazy, Zoo, that every match here, pretty much, we're seeing double-digit elimination chicken dinners. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and see if I can do it. Yeah, in the past, since round 8. Can you believe that? Since match 8, every single person that's gotten a chicken dinner has gotten more than 10 eliminations. That's insane.
I mean, I feel like, the tournament just ramps up. Players realize what's at stake, and when they get a chance, to get that win and really gun for it, they do it big. And so earlier you were alluding between first and
Stopping
8th
here
place,
is
you said
wild,
there
by
was
the
a
way.
difference of
No,
how
the
many
half
points?
the map
28
can see.
points?
27.
27 points? Okay, yeah. So here's the thing. A 20-point game is pretty standard right
What
now
time is it
from
there for
what
you?
I've seen. So from,
10 o'clock.
8th place up to 5th place, any of those teams can get 20 points in a single
Then
match.
Juancho,
And
you
that
better be
28
awake,
point
dog.
gap, well, it goes right back down
No.
to just like an 8-point gap. And 20 points is pretty much, the average of like where the
Melody
top
said
hitters
probably Zombie after
after
2
each
p.m.,
match
so
are kind of
go
landing
to sleep.
around.
What
They
the
could
fuck?
even
How am I
get
supposed
more
to
than
be
that.
awake for
So
that?
we'll see what
Better
happens in
wake
this
up.
one as the first circle does pop up. It will be on the far western side. We've seen one similar where it ended up
Probably
on
need
Mount
to have
Everest where
mom playing
IHC
shirts
absolutely
and then
dominated. Will we see a similar circle? Well, that's soon.
Chat,
to
I'll
be
stream
seen.
Project
As
Zomboids
for the
later.
plane
It's
path,
like
it was really
a,
good, Hot Jukes. Everybody kind of dropping
It's like
wherever
a zombie
they want.
game where
No
you just
real
go around
hot
the
drops
world
this
and
time
you collect
around.
stuff, and if your
I
character
think
dies,
everyone's
you're
gonna be able
permadead.
to
Your
rotate
character's
in
perma
into
erased. It's
whatever
like
prime
hardcore.
position they want on the first
So like
circle
all the
as
work you did for your character,
Yeah, I'm always
it's just
looking
over.
towards the
But your
S9
next
because we've seen
character
a lot of hot drops from STG
can go find
and
your character's
Hi-Fi,
loot
and
and
you
just
can
get the
tell
loot.
STG doesn't want
But
none
you
of
don't
that.
have any like
And
the
that
stats
is
or
the
anything.
right
You start
decision.
back
You
at
do
like
not
level
want to
0.
deal with
You
a
know?
team that is so low on the leaderboards. They're dangerous.
Yo,
They
can
really
man,
are. I mean,
like,
if you're
the
S2G,
fuck I
you need
wanna
every
look at
single
this
point
map
that you can
forever,
get. As a
what,
matter of
bro?
fact, I was doing a little bit of research right now. There's only been 4 matches in this
I think I know where they
entire
land,
tournament
chat.
that have had less
Like,
than
yeah,
10
how long do I have
eliminations
to
with
look
a
at
chicken
this
dinner. Okay, the lowest so
Wow.
far
Look at these guys.
was
Look
in
at
match
the
number
A7
3
team.
by Alpha 7
Dude.
with 7. So the least amount of points anyone's gotten in this whole tournament when it comes to a chicken dinner was 17 points. Actually, the last game, the game
Yeah,
we just saw.
6.
Yeah, 6 is the lowest. Yeah, and that was the 4th one. So that just goes to show you how crazy it's been. And it with games like that, I tell you, it's a 27-point difference between 1st and 8th place. So even if IHC, right, get that 20-point game, that only leave them 7 points away from 1st place. So every single majority of these teams, right, have a big chance here. The teams below that, like Team Falcons,
fucking kidding
they're
me right
about
now?
37
Like, the
points away.
spectators fucking
Those
left the game or
guys
what?
need a chicken dinner here now
Yeah.
if they want to stand a chance
I'll be
at
back
first
in,
place.
like, 3
They're
minutes.
not out of the running yet. They
Juancho's
really are
taking
not.
over, okay?
But if they don't do a chicken dinner, like pretty much here and now, it's gonna be too tough to pass up.
Yes, you are
The
taking
fuck
over.
am
I just keep thinking back to what
fuck am I taking over?
S2G
Let's
did
take over.
yesterday, right?
I
It was
read
like
anything.
back-to-back
I'm
chickens,
still
and
looking
then I
at the
think on
fucking
the
map.
final match, they finished, what, 3rd? Or somewhere like near
Yeah.
that, a first, and then a
Yo,
3rd.
everybody on
S2G.
Silver's
They were second
channel comes
with
from
9
Instead.
eliminations.
Oh, first, and second, yeah.
Yep.
So just in 3 games, all of a sudden, it's like they could be your champions once again. And that's 3 games. We still have 5 games left to go. So that is actually a lot of working room for a lot of these teams. So let's see what they can do with it. And I can see a rotation already. Nova getting really close to Falcons right there near the center of the map. You know Nova loves playing those compounds right below Mount Everest, and I see Falcons holding a little bit of a split. I don't know if there's going to be a full-on altercation here because this is the first zone. You don't know where it's going to fully go to yet, so it's not worth fighting near the center where you could get third party or have the circle just go somewhere else completely. I think we're going to see a very slow-paced match for this one, especially given the playing path in the zone, as these teams loot up a little bit more, you know, be a little bit more greedy, because this circle's still very dynamic, Hodge, because if it goes north, it's a completely different battlefield than if it were to go south.
Oh, yes, it will be. That'll get real toxic with that beautiful little river, right, going in between those 2 islands. It makes things so tough. You have to kind of gamble on which side you're going to take, so a lot of these teams hoping that zone just centers up for sure. And yeah, just to kind of like punch home how crazy that performance was from S2G towards the end. Those last 3 matches, they totaled up 58 points. 58 points in just 3 matches. So anything could really happen here. And, you know, I'll remind everybody, the big, obviously, money gap between first and third place is pretty significant. And then the difference between fourth and last isn't that much at all. You know, fourth place, $15,000. 16th is 12,000. So, you know, obviously I can't stress this enough, how it really is everybody versus the top 3. And with the championship team here today, right, they're going to get their region another qualifying spot at the at the PUBG Mobile World Cup. So the thing is this, Zoo, knowing that, if I was the only American team here, right, before today, I would be calling up every single major American squad and just gathering all the resources I can, you know, all the information I can, just to try and, like, hey, if I win this, guys, right, we get another qualifying spot for the World Cup. That would be huge. And you know, like, the Team Reject, they're the only Japanese team here.
Yeah.
So they definitely want that extra spot here, as well as their entire region does. So that would be huge for them. And then obviously, you know, Alpha 7 in their hometown, that is the team that needs it the most. I mean, because their whole storyline of just always coming up short at a global event, finally they're at home, they have the whole crowd in front of them. The pressure is definitely on their shoulders.
Definitely so. And Alpha 7, are they going to be able to maintain composure and rise up to that challenge? Currently sitting in second place, only a few mere points behind Rejects. It's a good start. Definitely a good start for Alpha 7. You know, they got Sandhawk out of the way and they closed that gap a little bit. So I think their mental's in a good place. Rejects, we were discussing about their mental, you know, the first team to go out. And I think given their past history, I think this has got to be one of the more resilient mental teams out there. So they should be fine as well. And S2G, man, third place team, they've been on an absolute burner since yesterday. The very first chicken dinner they got, remember that short interview afterwards? She asked him, like, what does this change? You know, how are your plans going into the next game after, you know, finally getting your first chicken dinner? And his reply, I believe it was Kelsey, his reply was just straight up, we're going to be champions. And they weren't wrong. They won the very next one, and then you said they got second place and the one after that with 9 eliminations. So he was not joking about trying to be champions after that first win. And you can see right now in third place, it is very well doable for S2G.
Ooh, S2G, like the villains of Brazil right now.
Oh yeah, that too. That's a storyline there itself too, Dukes.
Oh my gosh, man. I mean, S2G, I remember when the second he said that, the boos from the crowd. I mean, they definitely don't want to see this team do them dirty, especially right in front of their faces, because S2G did Alpha 7 dirty when it comes to the global championship. So this next zone coming on up, it could have an Everest circle, and Alpha 7 are in a dominant position here. This is what they've really been begging for, because we've seen when Alpha 7 gets the zone, they are almost unstoppable, right? Yeah. And the problem is that they've always been a team that had played Edge for so many tournaments And I think that's why they're so successful when it comes to like crazy pushes and things like that.
Yeah.
Or why they have a lot more success than other teams. But the skill gap has just increased so much, Zoo, especially in these global tournaments. That edge play just isn't nearly as viable as, you know, playing a central zone.
But I mean, look at Sandhawk that last match, right? Alpha 7 was on the edge of zone the entire time. They came from the east side and the zone was hard west, and they still managed to pick up a decent amount of points. So you're absolutely right, though. Now that they have the
That's
zone,
the problem.
they should be able to do much more.
for
And
the
we've
next
seen
3 or
what
4.
IHC has done up there on Mount
That's
Everest.
it.
And I'm sure
What
every
the
single
fuck?
team, especially Alpha 7,
What the fuck
has
happened
bought
so
review
far?
every single
Nothing.
game.
0 people
Front to
died.
bunch
I
of
missed quite
nothingness.
literally nothing.
Probably took a few
I
notes
quite
from
literally
IHC
missed
since
nothing,
now
chat.
that they're on top of
All
Mount
of the
Everest.
Took a whole
teams are
chance.
inside the zone at
Oh,
compound
man,
already.
see, but that's
Like
the problem,
the
Zuke,
zone
right?
close
They
and
got a
nobody was
decent
outside
amount
the
of
zone.
points in Sandhawk. Decent isn't gonna cut it to become the PMGO champions of Brazil.
Man,
I mean, they
let's
really
skip
doesn't,
forward,
because we
dude.
see these teams that are
What
getting.
game are you talking
chicken
about? That's,
dinner,
if you're still here, I'll talk about Prime
majority of them,
Zomboid.
right, are pulling out
Just
crazy
there's a whole lot of
performances.
nothing happening.
And the perfect example of that is in the last game, Zoo, right? We had Vampire win it with 6 eliminations. They didn't get the most points
Zomboid.
at all.
Yeah. You're absolutely right about that one. It was actually
It's like an
Regnum
old
Karya
school game.
that got so many elim points, and you can see right there, they're in 6th place.
So,
They
like, I'll
shot
just
up
show you, like, a
quite
random clip.
bit. They're
Yeah, it's the old school
potentially
game player, dude.
in the running for it too now, as zone number 2 starting to shrink up. It did shift, but not a big shift. They just pulled up
Man,
north a little
there's
bit,
6
and well,
cameras.
like I mentioned
Fuck,
at the
dude.
beginning of this
Fucking
map,
shit, dude.
or this match, this is going
Why
to be a
does that take
slow
forever?
game.
But it's
With
like a-
zone
like a
this,
top-down
there's
kinda
so
game.
many
It's
strong
like this.
power positions spread out
You have a bunch of
everywhere
zombies,
that
and
you
you
really
know,
kinda
you
just
shoot
wanna
them and
wait
shit
to see where
and
the
call it a
circle
day.
goes
You know,
before
it's
you kinda
basically all it
fight
is.
for any position.
You
All
go around, there's big
64
cities, you
players
collect shit,
up and alive
and
right
then there's
now,
like swarms of zombies that
waiting
can be up
and
to like
waiting,
1,000
biding
zombies
their
at once,
time,
and you
getting
can't
prepped
kill them.
for any
So you
potential
either
hardships.
run far,
And I
far
do
away
believe in
where they
this
can't
coming
chase
circle
you,
hot
or
juice,
you die.
We're gonna see a lot of action.
And if you ever have that many show up to your house,
Oh yes, we
It's over.
are. You can see the
Man, I
calm
think I
before the
definitely
storm
won't be
here.
awake for
Not a
practice,
single
so
elimination
that
has
too.
happened, and oh, it's starting
You're
to get
definitely not gonna be
the
awake.
zone goes so far south. You know,
I don't
Alpha
even know if I'll
7
be
are
awake
just
for
wincing
game
right now
6,
because
bro.
this is not the zone that they prefer. They were really hoping that Everest would be right in the middle of it. And you
dude,
can
the
hear
one day
we've been
we
hearing
play
the crowd
Brothers on
go
board,
nuts.
you're gonna be
But
easy.
right now, dead silent. As they're
Flipping
gonna have to
heck,
find
man.
their way on down the mountain. And they are going to leave it up there, so they're not going to stay there, try to gatekeep teams. Nope, they're heading straight for the
Whoa.
They
Where
have
they
that
headed,
sight
though?
line.
Yeah, I just hit a nasty
Oh,
arm.
yeah, and they are... Oh, they got a run over. And oh, that's on Regnum Karya. This is
Yeah.
huge.
They spotted one of Regnum
What the
Karya
fuck?
leaving this compound to go further inwards, and they
Bro just
pounced
flew over the top of
immediately.
that?
Slight man
Wait,
advantage,
you're
flying,
fucking
car
in
flying
front of me, you
straight
idiot.
overhead,
Oh,
overshooting
my
that.
bad.
He
What's your
needs
time?
to
What's your
pull
time,
back
dog?
to help his team in this fight.
What's your
Doesn't
time at,
even
dog?
matter.
You're like, wait, he's flying.
There
I'm
we
like,
go.
the fuck does he mean?
Alpha
And I
7,
feel
you
funny.
hear the cheers. You
I'm at
see the
03.
What's your time?
disappointment in Regnum Karya's
03?
face.
Okay,
The
count down
crowd
for me.
goes
I'm at 158,
wild. Mafioso also, you know,
157,
putting up some
until what
style
number?
points, flying
54,
over
52,
the compound
52,
itself, you know,
51,
establishing some
50,
dominance in
50.
his own
Yep.
way. But
I guess.
right
Same. You
there,
just gotta count
that's
until,
why, you know, Mount
I guess
Everest is a
it-
good
until I
position
feel
too.
like
You are
stopping,
able
yeah.
to
Fuck
see
you, I guess
so
it
much,
does.
and they spotted one
They sent
player
with 3
leaving
KPs off the
this
rip throw
compound.
that puts them
They're
tied
like,
for first.
instantly gun it down,
Oh,
4v3 at
baby.
worst.
And
Yo,
I'm
Turkey
so
kinda
glad
like
that this
cooking
is
this
the
tournament, bro.
compound
That's all I'm
they
saying.
decided
I
to
really don't
take
understand who
because
wins
this is one of the
between
most
honest. It's like,
dominant
go, my
in this
king,
zone.
my
This is actually one of my
sunshine
favorite
troops not
compounds to
playing.
play in a circle
Yeah,
like this.
hell yeah, I
because,
quite live.
I mean, they could see everyone coming from either direction, and they just caught
Oh.
Regnum Karya on the back foot. Usually you see a couple players up on top of that, just above that hill of that compound. And if they had a couple players there, Regnum Karya would have shot at those vehicles like crazy. So a huge heads-up play from Alpha 7 to recognize that, hey, the entire team is in this building. This is an easy push, baby. Full send it on down,
Push,
get it
baby.
done. And it's risky because they could have gotten taken out early. But you know what? Sometimes you gotta risk it to get the biscuit.
Yeah, man, they definitely got it. Hold up. I see IHC about to fight with Hi-Fi's on top of Mount
Yo,
Everest. Yeah, here we
fucking
go.
yeah,
We know
dude.
IHC
Rock.
are the kings
Yeah,
of the
it's
mountain.
random
And
fucking
just
teammate
like that,
giving the
Demo
opening.
already opens one up right onto
Dude, I remember
Monkey.
Knox telling me like,
Hi-Fi's
oh,
down
Monkey
3,
and what's his
pretty
other
much
Monkey and
cornered
Dream,
right now.
both the guys that
IHC
like are
wants
subs
to
are coming
claim
in
the
and they're
mountaintop
gonna cook
once
everyone.
again. They
Uh-huh.
get
bro,
the
they-
confirmation.
Oh,
Oh, and a knock by
dude.
Demo too. It's pretty much all but
Isn't this
done
like
for
their
high
first
fives.
ever tourney?
Yeah, there's nothing they're gonna be able to do against
Probably.
a team like IHC. IHC, especially on Everest, it's like they have a bug
And they're
at
last.
this point.
Damn,
And
they got
boom,
got.
just like that.
Yeah.
Goodbye. Absolutely
They did proceed to
deleted.
get solved a little
IHC is
bit.
not messing
They did
around.
get touched
Not a
by
good thing
the
for
world
Alpha 7,
champs.
to be honest, to be
By the one
have
time.
IHC on your back with some high ground. So they're gonna have to be
The one
careful.
times. What do you mean
for
the one
sure,
times, dude?
especially depending on where this next
Yeah, one
circle is
time
gonna go. And it does
Oh,
pop
one
on
time,
over.
dude.
It's gonna be a ruined finish.
There's
Are
only-
you kidding
There's
me?
only one team that
That
is two
is gonna
times.
make things spicy. Just look how many teams
Well,
are not
Sherlock
even
fucking
in this
Holmes
next
know
round.
that.
Yeah, I wouldn't say
Sports.
it
Do you,
ruins
though?
exactly. It's that open
I
field.
feel like you wouldn't know that,
finish,
you know? Like,
We've seen
you were like
this
3.5 years old when it
time
happened the first
and
time.
time again. We're gonna get some stake action.
You were
into
actually,
the
like,
late
underage
game,
when they
but
won their
this
first Worlds,
makes
dude.
Alpha
How do you
7's
know, huh?
position that much stronger.
well, because you're like
right to the
19
east
now,
of them,
and the
they can
first
control
PVC
you
was
for
like
that open
4
field,
years
so when they
when I
need to
was-
go there on the
ago.
next circle
4 years
ship,
ago, I think
they
you
are
love
the
me. We're in
prime,
love with me.
you know, contenders.
I don't think I
for
knew who you
that
were 4 years
spot.
ago.
Alpha 7 though, you just gotta
Man.
worry
What was
about being
19E?
crashing because that's a potential too now.
That's when I knew who you were. You messaged me out of nowhere, no clue who you are. You're like, yo, 19E. I'm like, alright, I'm gonna drop this bump from this team and pick up some ghosts.
Those like bunkers.
Yeah,
that
you
give
should
them
pick
a
up the
lot
most
of
washed
information
up
into the
fucking
zone
team
as
that
well.
you could
So this is going to be a
possibly pick
huge
up.
match for a lot of these teams. And where is where's
Yeah.
Rejects? So Rejects are in the zone on the south.
Oh,
and
my
a strong
ashes.
compound
He's
too.
really a fucking hoe, though.
All three teams in
He
the
told
top three.
like everybody that was the
East,
19E, he
West,
told everybody what
South.
they wanted to hear.
Different directions, different power positions for all three in the top.
Is he the guy
three.
that
This is
like
gonna
was
be a
saying like
great
he was our
match.
coach and shit, and he was fucking
I was about to
retarded?
say when it
Yeah.
came to Alpha 7, is it a
He was
better
so fucking
position, or
stupid, bro. I
could it
hated
be
him.
the worst position for them?
I mean, he was
and we're gonna have
chill,
to
but
find out
he
here
was no
because
fucking
that
coach.
position
He was
is
useless.
one of the most
He would
is
like
the
try to
most
be
dominant
everyone's
in this
friend
circle.
when we're
And
talking
there
about
are
like
monster squads
rotation and shit.
completely surrounding
He's
it.
like, guys,
So it's
let's
only
all
the most
just-
dominant
let's all
if
just
you're
chill
able
down.
to hold it.
I'm like,
right?
brother, what
And
are you
they're gonna
talking
have to
about? I'm
hold it
fucking
hard
chill. These
because
motherfucking
every
retards aren't
single one
listening
of
to me
these
though.
teams is gonna be pushing up onto them
Yo,
for
the
sure.
fuck, dude?
So,
I'm streaming.
there's a minute 45 on the
Dude,
clock.
Juancho
You can already
likes-
start seeing some smokes come out.
Okay.
IHC is creeping down. Team
Alright.
Falcons, they're all licking their lips, trying to take away this spot from Alpha 7. But if Alpha 7 is
Is it
able
because
to
he's Mexican?
successfully hold it,
I love
they are
Mexican
going to
food.
have a ridiculous amount of
We're
eliminations
talking about
here.
Mexican
Latinas.
people, though, not food.
Hold of their lives right
I love
now.
Latinas, dude.
IHC and
What about
Falcons
the
creeping
dude?
closer on the eastern
Not
side.
just the
Wolves
Latinas,
have a
man.
close zone. They're just gonna scooch in. Might have to
I
contend.
need all
Smoke
Latinos to
taking
be
a little
erased so
bit
the
here.
Latinas can only
Smoke
date
is
me.
not in the zone. Miyaki actually getting the great nade, a great opening.
What's
That player's
stopping
gonna be
me
caught
from
in the blue
going
zone
to lay
as
down
it
in my
closes.
bed
I
right
don't know
now
if they'll
and go
be
to
able to
sleep?
get that revive.
You're
And Smoke
streaming right now. If
going
you go
aggressive
lay
now
down,
with
I'm
those
going to lay
buggies,
down
getting
too.
some information, driving up, getting some
Okay.
damage in, and oh, there goes obscured to S2G from the backside. Death Wolves not looking too great.
S2G
I
just trying to
wake up
pick up
just
some
in time
scavenger
when the
points, get whatever they
scrimmage over.
can as we see.
Yeah, alright,
Death
yep,
Wolves
that
and
was
Smoke
great
go at
stream,
it.
guys.
But
Good
the only
night.
what I want to see is that
Rejects.
Reject
That doesn't
going
work.
against Vampire.
Each
That is a huge,
IHC will
huge
come back and
battle.
win PMGO.
Which one of those teams gonna win it?
I don't know.
Reject
I mean, they're
currently
kinda
sitting in front of me.
like,
I am just
you
still.
know,
Is it
30
done
points back,
already?
but like,
Well, I mean, there's one of Vampire left.
the
Rejects have
possibilities are
won
not
that one
zero, I
handedly.
mean.
Yeah, only
Yeah,
one
but it's
Vampire
very-
player left. I think
very
Rejects
low.
will hold that south power position. And hold on, Jukes, look
usually
at the
if you're
minimap
not
here.
top 5
Look
going
at
into the
minimap
final
on
day,
the
you're
west
most
side.
likely not
Alpha
going to win
7's
it.
being
But since
swarmed
top
by
5 is really
3
close,
different teams. We got
Actually, top
Nova,
five right now.
IHC,
That's
and
What's going on
Falcons
here?
all
Oh
here.
my god, they're flying on the roof. What the fuck?
Oh my goodness, this is exactly what I was
Four
gonna
teams here?
say was gonna happen. All the top
Wait, there
squads
is four
trying to take
teams.
this. You got Nova
Wait,
going
like-
down their order.
Wait, is
Alpha
7?
7 actually doing a great
They
job.
still have a
Yeah, I don't
long
think IHC are coming back, guys.
But now
Yeah.
they're gonna get out of the building.
Today is not comeback day.
Alpha
I
7
think
still
that
have
like
4
sealed
up.
the deal a little bit
One
right
player
there.
goes down. It's just Rogue here
Damn,
contending with
fucking
Alpha
love
7,
it.
but he's got a player behind him
Wait,
inside the
take
building
this
too.
one all day.
Alpha 7,
Oh my
if he can finish this one off, that's a full reset.
Why would
Falcons
he
is the only
chow
other
up
team
top?
close by now. Falcons were fighting with Nova.
That's
Falcons
not the
actually have
world
4
champ.
up too. Alpha 7, their work is not done yet. They have another
Oh my
4v4 to try and finish, but that grenade grenade. The car blow up maybe. Carrillo goes down.
Oh,
Alpha 7.
hell no, hell no.
Revo also goes down. Now it's only 2 players up from Alpha 7.
It's a 2v4, but a beautiful shot from McGrellin takes down Action. That's going to buy them a little bit of time to get this res off.
No way
Could
we
be a
don't
3v3
know that.
situation.
Okay.
Actually,
Oh my
Carrillo,
God.
that's
Talking.
huge up. Are you
You're
kidding
getting
me?
shot on the
my
side,
God.
bud.
From
Move.
the side.
Oh
And
my
what
God, Chad.
a
I don't know who
fortunate
Foxes are
situation
anymore,
for
dude.
This
Alpha
guy is
7
getting
as
tickled.
it's Libero Masters.
fucking
They're
ass being
Brazilian
tickled from the
brothers.
side.
all
The
way
crowd's
from the
going
bottom,
fucking
helping
insane.
Alpha 7
Holy
I
try
mean,
to
shit, dude.
punch
they just
their
survived the
ticket
fucking
and
fourth
win
tower
this
of part
tournament.
here. I mean,
What a wild
With 9 kills,
hold.
you know, they
that
were
was
cooking them too,
three
bro.
teams descending up down upon them. That was Nova, that was Falcons, that was
damn, the whole top
IHC
5
of
alive
all
and then the bottom
teams,
4.
and they
And nothing
hold
in the
Jukes.
middle.
They hold with their head
None of
held
that.
high with all 4
Alright, we need DK
players
and
up.
RX to 9X.
What?
And we need a 4v4 against Z. Wait,
performance
every
right
team's
there.
a
It's
full 4, man.
exactly
What the
as we
fuck?
predicted it. That if
Holy
Alpha
shit.
7 was able to
I don't
hold
think I've ever
it,
seen this
they
one.
were
Every
going to
faction's
get
just
a
straight
ton
fight,
of
dude.
eliminations, and they already have
This is the most
9,
pure
with
game
9
possible,
teams
dude.
remaining. If you were to go out right now, it is 0
ROW,
placement
winning
points
this, trust.
as we watch Royals of War battle it out with Next Rhea. Next Rhea desperately needs these points, and Colgoat is going to
Nice,
finish
Rivas.
off
Yep,
another
Golden
one
Boy's
of them,
dog shit building
leaving
in that
only
compound.
2 of their players up.
I would just leave
but
that
hey,
building
guess
open
what?
and then
Team
just nade
Reject
it, you
is
know?
still
Like,
alive
Yeah,
with 4
really.
eliminations,
I mean,
so
like
confidence
I feel
not great.
yeah,
like,
even though you
God,
started off
like
so
that
strong,
building.
That
your work's
building.
not done yet.
The worst.
Not yet. And if
Yo, what's up,
Rejects
Rewind?
saw
How you
what
doing, homie?
happened in the elimination feed, they know Alpha 7 just got a bunch of points. Does that spur Rejects to get a bit more aggressive? Rejects,
Yeah, it's
you
the
know,
pusher
known for their
operator.
aggression, but that's when they don't have the zone. They have the circle. Are they
Oh,
going
wait,
to
no,
seize
it's
this
so, never mind.
opportunity? You can see them getting closer, but they're a little bit more methodical right now, a little bit more hesitant. And even though they're keeping all 4 players up, this is a
1v4
big missed opportunity. And I
Right,
only
chat?
say that because Alpha 7
Yo, chat.
has nabbed so
Yo,
many
chat.
points. D plus in Alpha 7 now, fighting in the north. One of
Dude,
Alpha
chat, this
7
Walter
was
guy.
at 2
Wait, I'm calling
of
you
Alpha
chat.
7
I'm like, wait, I
gets
actually have a
knocked to the
chat now.
side
What
of
the
D
fuck?
plus. It looks
Yeah,
like D
like-
plus are handling Alpha 7.
Read
the
your own
Titans
chat.
of the north side. Alpha 7
No
getting dwindled down, and Alpha
way.
7 is out.
You
9
are
elimination points, and I think only
Wait,
getting
is it
1
just-
placement point.
Out of all
I
the
thought I got all blown
teams,
up in the
it's
car.
D plus Kia that take out the Titans.
Dude,
of
chat, what if
Alpha
I just
7. You can
like
see it
in
on their
stream right
faces,
now?
Frustrated. I mean,
Yeah,
Alpha
go to
7 got
Same.
some elimination points, but again, Zute, their placements, they're not able to get it. Now it's up to Team Reject. They saw Alpha 7 go out in their
I'm leaving
feed,
you
and now it's
more
time to
than
soak
one.
up
Wait,
some
ours is
points.
gonna
Where's
take
the
first
zone going to
place.
go, though? Will they go hard shift north?
Sure,
That'll be tough for
fucking
Team
home.
Reject.
You gotta fucking see
And let's
that.
see, as there's 2 seconds
What
left
if
on the
S2G
clock.
takes first?
And it does center up, so it doesn't go too
Nuh-uh.
far north for them,
Nuh-uh.
but it's all open
They're
field.
dying right
They
now.
really need to take this battle with Roars
I
of
mean,
War
they
as
could.
soon as they possibly can.
But they won't.
Yeah, this is a big chance for Rejects to catch up now, and as
Is
crazy as
Ace
Alpha
7's
7's
points
hold was,
updated?
look at the
No,
difference,
the
9
points are
and
not.
5.
Elims,
Rejects with 5 elims
like
is pretty close
109 points
behind
plus
to match
those
Alpha
91.
7's 9, and Alpha 7
Okay,
is
okay.
out. No more chance for laddering up on placement points. Rejects, however, still have 4 up. Let's see what happens on the northeastern side, though, as Boom, we can't forget about this team taking it on with S2G. Boom, the 4th place team, looking to cement their way into the top 3 as well. And with S2G getting picked apart by Boom, they could very well do it this very match.
Looking to literally run over the competition. And now it's just Hamzy, the last player up for S2G, takes the shots, gonna go ahead and get a miss on that one. Not a great situation for S2G, but Boom is definitely
Waiting
not
for the
out of the
smoke
running
to,
yet,
you know,
as that is
pop,
gonna be
maybe? Like,
Oh, dear,
Zebra
STG not
Master just
taking
picking
first
up these points, and we
Jesus
noticed the
Christ,
bottom
man.
3 teams, right? Just stealing eliminations, crushing Dreams. And it makes it that much more difficult for the teams on top.
The
But
bottom
Team
3 teams
Reject
all
is
have
still
4
alive
kills
with
right now.
4. Boom. I mean,
Or
Boom,
about
if
3,
they
yeah.
win this game, I mean, we could see a
team's down
massive,
there.
massive jump for them. They
They
know what's at
SRW
stake.
game.
And all they got to do is take out a few squads in order to do it.
Every
Boom
game is
has
RW's
4,
game.
Rejects
about
has
it.
4, D plus and Royals
I mean,
of War have
there's
4.
a chance
Zebra Masters
every
the
game.
only
Oh,
3-man team, but
they
they've kind of
SRW again.
cemented
They're
themselves on the
never
west
mind.
side in
What
a
the
good
fuck?
position, picking
Oh,
up
Eric
one
got
huge
down.
knock for Rejects, but the trade is
yeah,
there.
Rejects
They're one
How
up.
many
Okay.
Royals of
Maybe.
War
Oh, wait,
went
no,
down,
two.
though? 2 of Royals of War, so that's great
They're gonna
news
be 3 up
for
there
the
'cause they're
Reject
gonna
side.
revive
Can
them,
they
dude.
get that revive, though? Regioso a bit far out. You can see Sara running for it. Ragey can kind of crawl into
one
this
up.
zone. It is
Oh,
all
cool. They're
open
at the
fields,
compound.
but with the zone being this small,
Yeah,
that
that'll be
grass can still
none
provide you good
up there.
visual cover.
dead.
Sara gets a forward position.
Goodbye.
Great heads up play by Sara. A bit risky, but he establishes
Damn.
himself in a great spot
Nice
and gets a
shot.
big knock.
So
Bro,
huge.
watch time. He won't
It's
get beamed
gonna
up.
come down to some snake play here. He's gonna go ahead and
He
try
thought
to
he was in his own
maybe
region again.
fire this, but he wants to
Which in teams made the most money? I don't know.
sight
Well,
lines.
mine
What
probably.
the
Also
fuck?
predict Ragey, a monster on the battlefield. 7 was talking about about him earlier. He did a little bit of research and is talking about how this man is
If
pretty much
Fanny
the
made
MVP of Japan.
enough
And
money.
he just might
I
make
would've quit
it
by now.
And it looks like he is
Should be
going to
fucking
crawl
rich.
to safety as Rivas now down to 1 HP, taken out by D plus Kia.
Huge.
Dude, RW puts him in 14th place. My
Ball
goodness.
right there for the side of
Could be worse.
Regioso. Rejects will go back.
All I'm saying is
up
the
to
shitter
four.
Brazil teams in here are
Still
getting
with
smoked.
four. D plus with 4. Zebra Master got whittled down to 2 now. This game, I mean, this is a huge game for Rejects, but Jukes, keep in mind, if Boom takes this one with a huge chicken dinner, and they're in a good position to do so, they could maybe ladder up past the
Yeah.
Rejects potentially. We'll see though, because Rejects are still putting up big points, taking out Zebra Master. That's more elim points for the side of Japan.
This is just ridiculous. This is what we were talking about as we're going to watch
Okay.
D plus Kia.
Oh,
trying
you just need to
take
shoot
out
one
Team
more. Oh,
Reject.
okay.
You know, this is exactly what
Dude,
Boom
there's not
wants to
the
see here.
Noble, I know.
Yeah, Nobu not able to
In the
get knock.
highlights,
This is
I
what
mean,
we were
he
talking
gets
about,
that all
Zuke.
day.
Good points is not enough.
Right, dude.
Right?
I don't
You
see
gotta
him
have
missing
an
the highlights.
insane performance. Even when we saw Alpha 7 go out with 9
Imagine they added like all the clips where they just start whiffing.
I honestly was thinking about making a montage where I get this. Like every clip's me getting this.
Yeah. Rejects right now have to try and make it into zone. One of the Boom players.
I made a
are
montage
on
one
the
time where
board.
it's just me getting hit with a shotgun.
Pondbit with some nice shots down there to get some
I would
knock.
walk a corner, win the
Times
trade,
left 9 seconds
shotgun.
before the blue zone closes. Rejects, they're gonna have to make a mad dash for it. We did see Regioso
Why does
drive
the quality
back
of
with
this
the
shit
vehicle,
suck?
not leaving his teammate behind. So they could maybe drive in together. Sara taking that vehicle, driving in a bit. D plus have made their move. D plus are
What's your
well
timeout?
in the zone, but that
No
draws
way.
the attention of
Your
Boom.
polls.
Boom looking to pick up
21,
every
20,
elimination. They don't care
19, 18, 17, 16, 15.
if it's the Rejects team or D plus. They want it all. And
12,
Regioso actually
11.
drive in and
Yep,
gets
we're
a
at the
run
same
over.
time.
I was about to say, Boom should care. Shouldn't they
6,
want to take
5.
out Reject first and then D plus Kia second? But instead, they focus all their efforts on D
I don't
plus
think you
Kia.
understand how EPI
That's
I am
going to
right
give Team Reject even
I don't
more
think I understand how
placement
EPI I am.
points, and that's exactly what's going to happen. So Boom Esports, yeah, they get up some more eliminations.
Okay, if RC
but
win this game,
they're
me and
getting
Juancho
some
are
more
going to sleep.
points on the team that is currently in first place.
And we're going to pretend like they won Worlds.
Chat,
Already, okay?
if
Have
either
made it
Boom
into
or
zone
RC
here with 4.
win
can't
this
believe it.
game,
I can't
The two-
believe
I'm
it.
going to
And now
sleep.
the south side aren't fully yet
I'm
in zone
so
juice. They have
down
to crawl over into the open,
for
but
this
like
plan.
I said, this zone is so small.
Chat, what do you guys think of the
Visual
plan?
cover of the
Then
grass.
just go to sleep,
I
you know?
never
Enough
had
Duelo,
such a
though.
fucking plan
That's
in
not
my life.
enough for him.
This is
That's
such an
not-
insane
that's a
plan. Like, I
rebound.
really don't care who
Not
wins this
through.
tournament at all.
Intel-wise, Rejects have to be
I don't
on
like
low
anyone
control.
here.
And if Frenzy fires
And
that
Falcons
shot
is
right
getting
there, Jukes,
smoked.
that's another player knocked. He
Yeah,
gets
Valk's
Like
over there,
Cooper.
doing frat boy
Boom
activities.
with the man advantage.
Yeah, Val's
Are
getting
the
drunk and
Crystal
shit right now when
Water
we're
Shift
trying to watch
Jukes.
PMGO.
Motherfucker was like, oh yeah, yesterday, yeah, I couldn't be recording. I was in a meeting. Yeah, with fucking with some vodka there. Like, what type of meeting?
First, like
was
having a
it?
meeting, and then he comes,
At the
we
same
see you
time,
later,
though,
hang over,
Boom was
fuck.
just thinking, you know what? We want to get every single point.
Damn.
We don't want to give up
Oh,
any
damn.
to Team Reject. As they're
Hey,
gonna
what
go
team
ahead
had to
and
win
knock
so we
out
can go the
Sara
fuck
here,
sleep?
and yeah, he's not going to
Boom,
get ready
RC.
by any chance
RC
at
had
all.
to win,
So
but
Boom
they're
Esports,
not winning right
they still
now.
have the
My.
majority of cover. Team Reject,
Damn,
with
so
the
actually
last
can't go
Alright,
to sleep,
next
bro.
game we pick two
Are you
teams,
kidding
and
me?
if we get it
Has
right,
quite a
we
few
go the
more
fuck
than Boom
sleep.
has.
This is how we do it. We gotta pick two teams to win the game.
Here.
You pick one, and I'll pick the other one after first circle shift. If either of them win, we get to go to sleep.
Maybe not.
Driving up real close. That's a trade. There's
Wait,
only
it's
one
possible
now
still.
for the side
No!
of Rejects, and he gets,
No.
he gets finished. That
Imagine
is
winning
Boom
for clutch.
with the big chicken dinner.
Shit,
Did he
chat.
get double digit elims though?
What the fuck?
No,
That's their
just
coach?
one shy of the
That's
magic
like
number 10
50.
eliminations. They only got up
Who?
to 9. That
Their
means
coach.
I do think Rejects
This
might
is
the
have
guy
got
or the
more
girl?
points than them
The
'cause
girl.
Rejects is racking up
I don't know.
the
I mean, why the
elim
fuck would
points.
the ref
And
be
as
dapping them up
crazy
when
as a
they
whole
fucking won?
Alpha 7 did.
Sure,
Jukes
bro.
earlier against
I'd dap
four
him too,
different
bro.
teams
I'd be
coming
hype as
in at
fuck
the
to
same
go watch the winners, you know?
The refs
I
just
think
chill like that, I guess.
that wasn't enough. Not with Rejects
mean-
performing the way they just did.
I can't believe it. I really
These
can't believe
guys
it.
there,
This is the
yeah,
PMGO right
noise,
here.
dude.
This is what Brazil's
No
all about.
sportsmanship, dude.
The fact that you just said, right? Oh,
Psych,
they
I
only
wouldn't
got
come up to
9
this, yes. I'd be
eliminations.
mad
They
as
could do it.
fuck in my
Can you believe
fucking
that? Yeah.
next to my team.
I mean,
that's where we're at.
Honestly, your
That's
first
where we're in right now.
first
We're like,
place
oh,
right now, so you know they're
9
pretty happy.
That's
Ugh,
right?
not
That's
That put,
crazy.
dude, these boom motherfuckers are surprising me, dude. I thought there would be some.
But they
shit.
could have had 8 more
Squads
points than they
is
already had.
insane, but you know what? You're right. It's just not enough.
You got a
in a
point
tournament
there.
like
They could
this
have 8
because
more
you got
points.
teams
I would be
pulling
fucking
out
mad.
Some of the most insane performances.
Theoretically.
Right when they need it. I mean,
You could
this
have,
gas
like,
pedal
70
is just
points every game.
All the way down 7.
Shut the fuck up.
Tajix, Sute, if there was
You just have to
ever
kill
a
everyone.
time that I didn't
Well, actually,
want
they'd only
back
have
in a game, it
7
would
more
be
points,
this
'cause
one
they already
right
killed
here,
one.
especially
So,
with
like-
the madness of Alpha 7, Team Falcons, IHC, you're getting third party from D Plus Kia, from Smoke Gaming. There was so much stuff going on.
Their coach
My
looks
mouth
like
was
Sute's
on the
ex.
floor that
Okay.
somehow Alpha 7 got a
That doesn't
chance
help
to
me. I know, like,
survive all
3
of that.
or 4 of his
Exactly.
exes.
Thought that
Sakuma?
things were looking good
Yeah.
for them. Guess what? The main
That's my
team
boy
is
Fred
getting
right there,
hunted
bro.
down.
Yo,
Reject,
that's
it's
my
like, we're
boy
still
right
here.
here.
We're going for
Did
that
the
bounce back.
AGG
We
jersey?
know
Nah,
that we
fuck
didn't do
AGG.
so
Step
well
Cardi.
in
That's my
that
boy
first
Fred back
semi,
there.
but just like
The
I
guy
was
with
saying,
the
last time
E-boy
we didn't
cut.
see them perform so well in
The
semis,
E-boy
they
cut?
had a
That doesn't help
great-
me.
and I mean
The-
a
the
Chat,
right-
which one's the EB cut?
And this was
And
even
right
better.
right behind
Not only
fucking
did they get the
AGG.
eliminations, they got the placement
Yeah, but
points,
which one? There's
and
2
for
people seen
anybody
behind
that's
them, 2
wanting
dudes.
to
The guy with the
hunt
E-boy
him
cut,
down,
bro.
That doesn't help me. What the fuck is
The
the
guy
EB
on the
cut,
left.
dude? The guy on the left with the E-boy? Okay, the left is the E-boy cut.
Yeah.
I couldn't figure out which, bro. I'm trying to, like, you said
Like,
E-boy
you
cut,
see
I
the-
thought,
you
like,
see
Val, like,
the
all,
guy
like,
with
12
the
different
V-Bowl
people.
jersey, the BB jersey.
Oh, my God.
Like, that guy, dude, right here, dude.
Reject, it's like we're still here.
At 18 points from Reject. I mean, it's crazy. We got teams winning.
Damn.
And if you don't get double-digit eliminations and win, you're not going to be the
18 and
first-place
19.
team when it comes to points here, Zoo.
Give us 16 start, so I can go ahead and guess.
Absolutely wild. I mean, jeez, Rejects, Boom popping off. Like first it was Alpha 7 popping off. and I
RC's
think
has an
everyone
11-point
in
lead
the
now.
crowd, including
Boom
me,
is
was
tied
thinking
with
this is
A7.
it.
What
Dude,
the
this
This
fuck?
is Alpha
Need to
7's
fucking
pop
get
off.
started,
They got
it's
it in
like,
the
yeah.
bag. There
I gotta
is
put my
no
bet in.
way they could be stopped.
I'm going
now.
all in on
And
one of
then
these
they're not
teams.
only stopped by
Going
the
all
Rejects
in is
team,
wild.
it's Boom too. Boom was in contention for first place, and with Boom getting a big game, now Alpha 7 has to worry about Rejects plus Boom.
And this is why I was actually a little bit impressed there. You know what? Let's look at the
We're at
MVP
75
real
healing
quick.
only.
Bomb
He didn't even
from
take enough
Boom,
damage
6
to die.
eliminations, 723 damage. But with S2G not being able to get that many points right next, Rhea as well, a team that we thought was going to start hopefully challenging too.
0
they
assists
didn't
is
get that
kind
many
of
points.
crazy.
If Alpha 7 wouldn't
Head?
have clutch up during those fights, if they wouldn't been able to get even those
don't know head?
elimination points in this
No,
last
it's just
match,
he
oh,
landed
man,
one
once we
headshot
go to
the entire
overall,
game.
I feel like it would be a completely different story. But at least with them being able to put up
Shit,
those
that's
points,
no?
they saved themselves a little bit.
6
They don't
toe shots,
allow
dude?
Reject to
Come on,
create
dude.
such a big gap.
Dude, the
And I
ankle's
can't wait
0
to
hand
see
shots,
Boom
man,
with
right?
that
Dude,
performance
come
that they
on,
just put up,
you know,
how
hand
much they're also going to be jumping up in the
Hand
league
job,
for, and
boy.
I wouldn't be surprised if they're very, very close to Alpha 7.
What, dude?
Oh, man.
Anyway,
Definitely
there
I'll
is
keep
actually
saying
people going and watching this shit. They must get paid. I mean, it's in a
that
decent
was
sized
tough.
city
I
in
mean, once they had
Brazil.
that position, I was like, if they're
with a
able
lot
to
of Brazil
hold it, they're gonna
teams
win this
playing in the
game
tournament,
with a
so,
bunch of
you know.
eliminations. That's what I predicted. And yeah, they
I mean, I'd
held
go.
it, they got the eliminations.
If like
but
COD
they
Mobile Worlds was near
finished
me,
them,
I'd
and
go.
that seems
They
to
always
be
have it in
their
North
struggle,
America.
right? As they get those elims,
Or not
but
this year,
where
but, you
are
know,
the
the last 2
placement
times.
points? They need them so bad if they want to bring this. They want to get
Boom
these
winning without their best
championships
player
at
to be
home.
what, right? Like,
Yeah, and once again, they find themselves in a tough rotation going into those later circles. They weren't blessed by the zone. And the thing is that D Plus knew that fight was going on because they were one of those teams that ended up third party when they were fighting against Team Falcons, whenever they were, all that craziness was going on with the IHC as well. So they were just, D Plus was just waiting for it. Alpha 7 was going to have to push out too. And with that big fight that was going on, we saw how many players from Alpha 7 ended up getting knocked. We saw the utility that was being used as well. And I think Alpha
Why is
7
Sute looking
once
at me like
again,
that, dude?
not favored by the
Sute's
circle,
rizzing me up, bro.
hinders them there in a big way. If
I'm
for some
already.
reason though, as you were saying, if the circle does end up favoring
yeah,
them,
but they were.
and they
I'm
get
soaking
to
wet.
keep that position, oh boy, it would have been a completely different story. But I'm just happy that they were able to at least get some points.
Well, they
Not
said
allow
everyone
the
nap
gap to
until
be
like
so
9
big. I
PM or
think
whatever,
3
and then we
points,
can play.
The gap between the two first place and second place team going into
I'm
this
so
last
down
match.
for the 9 PM
So
nap,
there's gonna
dude.
be, the gap's obviously going to be a little bit bigger, but not as
I
crazy
would,
as
but
Sute.
I don't know
as
if my
it
mom's
could've
gonna
been.
make me clean.
Oh yeah, I mean it could have been way
Hopefully
worse
not,
for
What if you just-
Alpha 7.
holy
If they
shit,
had a bad
I'm
game,
fucking
if they
tired.
couldn't hold off the multitude multitude of teams that pushed into them, they'd be dropping down so far behind the teams of Rejects, and boom, but just like Sandhawk, they managed to put up decent points. And I say decent with the emphasis because Jukes told me earlier, decent is not good enough to be a championship team right now. And you're absolutely right, because you got teams putting up 19, 18 points.
19 points per match.
Those are the teams that are
What the fuck is Zute talking about? 19 points per match puts you like 17,000 points. All right, number one team is 130. So down there, Zute.
9 elimination chicken dinner from Team Reject, and they were like, you know, it could have been.
This is a
more.
crazy
I mean,
stretch right
that's
here,
crazy.
chat. First with
It's
9
just
kills, second with 10, and then first with
total
15.
points. So yeah, I mean,
This is
I
crazy
don't
as
know.
well.
We're in the championship rounds here.
Four.
4 more matches. Cannot afford a single slip up at this point, especially if you're in that top 5.
You know what's crazy? Real quick. 4 seems like a lot of games, and at the same time, not enough games right now. Like, so much could happen in one game that 4 seems like way too much, but at the same time, with how close everything is,
Chat, I'm reading their chat right now. I like reading them argue.
7. Like, this is crazy right now.
This guy said expecting a comeback from Falcon.
I mean,
Falcon has 78 points.
When we get to the
They're
final
like,
match, and this is
what is that? Where are they, like 70 points from top
how
1?
amazing this event has been so far, that hopefully the top 5 teams
Not a
can still
mathematician, dude.
challenge
I don't
for
fucking
that
know.
first place. But it's gonna come down to how some of the other teams that are
Global
that are
teams can
within
go to
the top
PL
five,
and give
especially
better
towards the bottom
competition
end.
than
We saw
PL
STG
teams in
not being
global.
able to get that many points
No.
next to as well as I was commenting earlier.
If a global team ever goes to PL, they get absolutely demolished. And we've seen this before, chat. We've seen how this works before. All right.
Not only
Go to tournaments. You go to, where is it at? Where is it back here?
But when do you want to maybe cut off those rotations? Because
What
you
is
know
it?
what
This
Rejects
one?
is going to be doing. A lot of these teams have continued to
Is it
do the
this
same
thing?
pattern that we've seen from the get-go, and that's why even in the first match,
There we go,
saw
yeah.
teams being able to adjust to that. When
China,
we ended
China,
up seeing
not China,
Vampire
China.
Esports, third party in a fight that Reject
And
was
these are
fought
the only
out
Chinese
for
teams.
the
The only
top
Chinese
three.
teams got top 4.
Nextruya, S2G. Not
So
a
we
good
saw how it worked
performance here
there.
in this match.
And then where's the
But
other
now,
one?
Do you maybe try to make that push as we're going to be looking at
This
here
is-
at the overall standings? And
Yeah, this is the other one.
Look at that. For S2G,
China, China, China.
20-point
NA,
difference.
China.
Then we have Alpha 7. And
No more
Blue
China.
Esports tied at 119.
Like, China just cooks us every time, bro.
This is craziness. I mean, I'm not gonna lie.
When we go to
If
China,
I
they
was
cook
in
us.
this game,
But we've been
right,
doing
and
better.
I'm talking
coming
about,
here.
like, let's just say we do get that dream scenario where top
T used
5
to also play
are
competitive.
all,
Yes, he
like,
did.
pretty much just the last game gonna find out where the championship team is
Yeah,
gonna be.
RW,
If I'm
Princess
Deathwolf,
Nova, that
Zebra Master,
dude, RW
Smoke,
as
I'm
good as
Brazilian
the
teams,
two-time
we
world
know that the
champ.
championship squad is
Real.
gonna go ahead and
All I'm
get us
saying.
an extra qualifying spot at the World Cup.
Dude, that shit was
I am
funny yesterday with Valley, bro.
doing everything I can
Yeah,
to
I'm
hunt
like,
down all these other
I'm like
teams,
trying to
you know?
explain to him,
If
and
Alpha 7 wins
he's
it,
just not
definitely
getting the
a
point,
huge
dude.
thing
He's
for
just
their
not getting
region.
it.
So, I mean, it's just the name of the game at this point. Anything can happen.
What were you saying there? Sute. I'm intrigued.
Yeah, I mean, Jukes, I don't know, Jukes couldn't have said it any better, right? With the champion team getting an extra qualifying spot, the Brazilian brothers in here have some incentive, you know, to maybe help out Alpha 7. And I mean, that's not even just the case itself. Like, you want to knock out the #1 team to
Oh, wait,
move
I do
yourself
want
up
to
the
say no win
leaderboards too,
because
because there's still a chance that, you
the
know, you
World
can
Yeah,
get
we
into
do.
that top 3 to get
Yep, you do want A7 to win. So, Chad, that's who we want to win.
there's just
But,
a
like,
lot going on right now. Look at this beautiful shot. All the player cams, everyone sweating right now.
No, it could be last. Chad, what if I go lay my bed in there and just go to sleep?
What a
We were
fight.
talking about maybe
Stop it.
those
Chad,
bottom
technically,
teams.
I'm still in the
They're gonna
frame,
start
but
carrying
I'm just
less and
asleep.
less. We already
So,
saw
like,
that
does that count?
shift in their minds from yesterday.
You know
to, I mean,
Powerbang?
Hi-Fi's is one team that
Yeah,
has
I
come
think I
to
know who
mind.
Powerbang
It
is.
didn't
I
end
think
up
I heard
working
of
out in
that.
their favor when they ended up going up against IHC in this last match. But if they do get a little bit confident,
Yo, do you
some
know
of those teams
Obama?
that are challenging for that first place, that are looking to get those points here in the next 2 matches of Aaron Gill.
Ain't that the
They
guy
need
that,
to
like,
be
drone
ready
striked
for
a few
anything
places?
Oh,
that
okay.
could come their way, because they could end up being surprised with those rotations.
I mean, am I wrong?
As we get into
Alright.
the next
We have
match
all
of
had a
Arrogale.
couple
What's gonna
whoopsies.
happen after this one? There's
You know,
only
like,
3
I'm not
more
saying,
matches to go
You
for
know,
the
what he
win.
did was wrong.
I'm excited,
client,
Sute. I'm
please,
excited
oopsie
because
daisy.
I'm saying it was right.
in that first
You know, he
match
did
of
do.
Aaron Gill, and I can't wait to see how this one's gonna go. what circle
Man,
we're gonna
man,
get.
nobody
what
looks at
crazy
his
fights, third
wins,
parties
but
we're gonna
everybody
end
looks at
up
their- at
getting.
his fucking
Can
losses,
Alpha
dude.
7 start getting those
What were his
points
wins,
and not
Juancho?
just
Can you
those
tell me what his
eliminations?
wins were?
Is Reject gonna continue
I
playing
don't
the
know.
same way? There's just so
But-
many
I don't-
questions. that
I'm
I
not
can't
just
wait to
pointing
hear
out
to
why
hear
they're
this next
wrong,
match.
but
Yeah.
you know.
Is Boom
Yeah, we gotta
gonna
point out,
be
like, chat,
coming
what's
with
good stuff
another
Obama
big
did,
boom?
all right?
'Cause
Like,
Boom is up there too now, but of course,
Yep.
Rejects.
Well,
That's what everyone's eyes are on. They just closed.
yeah.
or
You might know.
They
didn't like Michelle
the
Obama
lead
make
by
like
just
food
that
in
much
schools
more.
trash?
They're sitting in first place
Okay,
by
That's
just
another
20
flaw.
we
points
talking about
difference, and
the
20
Obama
points
guy.
is
the main
Yeah,
guy.
but they're both
With STG,
Obama, you
with
know?
STG,
Like,
the
so
20-point difference up to the
Valid.
second place is 11.
Obama
points.
and Miss
So not that
Obama.
much. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, only
Huh.
11. I was before you stopped me. I was gonna even say 20 points might seem like not a lot, but it's not that much. The fact that you corrected me that it's not 20 points between first and second, it's only 11.
Oh my god.
Man,
Yo,
mean,
why the
it's-
fuck do
it's
they
a
have?
great
They have
spot
the
to be
exact
in,
same
don't get me
headphones
wrong,
I'm wearing right now,
but
by the way.
At the same time,
Yo, no way.
it's not
dude.
that great of a spot. With
I just realized.
while we see this
Shit, we got the
hard
same
wrestling
headphones.
circle,
These fucking
once
suck,
again,
by the
almost
way.
same
These are
exact
not made for
pretty much
competitive
same
gaming.
exact first zone as the previous
That's what I'd say if they
match,
suck, but they're actually great. I love Razor.
that
Hashtag
this
go
time
Razor.
around will change things up quite a bit.
Yeah, and for me, I mean, we're
Hey,
talking
they
about
sponsored
Made
the
everything
chair, not
racial.
the
about
headphones.
20 points.
Oh, true.
wanna
Yo, these
possibly
headphones are
see how
something.
some of the other teams
Jeez.
might be next. We are right now in 97 points. They're currently 33 points away there from the first spot. If
I don't
for
like
some
A7 to win
reason
because they're
things
fans. Whenever
seem
A7
already
dies, they
happening
start
with
blowing
PMGO,
whistles trying to
first
distract
place,
other teams.
Second place, or some of the top teams get eliminated there.
Bro's
We
never
have seen the other
been
teams
to a
be
land
able to
before,
step
dude.
up
That's
and
why.
do
That's
a
what
good
all
job, and
land's
that's kinda
about,
why I'm
dude.
hopeful here
In the
that if for
Valorant
some
land,
reason
if
that
y'all
doesn't
watch
end up
Valorant,
happening, going
Brazil
to the last
versus
match,
I can't remember what
we
team it
could
was.
have not
But
just
whenever
two teams
Brazil
contending,
was on
not
screen
just
and
three
they were
teams,
about to
but
turn a
possibly
corner where
nine,
someone was holding the
5
angle,
teams
the
contending.
crowd would start
S2G, if you're
screaming
winning
loud
those
as
points,
possible
it's
so that
gonna
the
start
player
getting
knew.
those points on Regnum Karya. That's gonna be one
What are they
elimination
doing?
going their
CS2
way,
as well.
and that is for S2G
Yeah.
a way that they want to be able to.
Basically
bounce
what
back,
they do.
especially after that
They
last
also
match.
do it in League when someone's on like dragons or objectives. They start getting really loud.
Force, like scrap points right now.
So it's just like how LAN tournaments are, bro. Like, what are you gonna be like? Tell them all to be quiet, you know?
Players down.
You gonna crowd control them with like you what army, buddy? You know what I mean? Like,
especially if
Crowd
you're
control.
S2G, and well, they'll
Yo,
put up
this is
twos, and they're gonna need to look for a lot.
shut the fuck up, bro.
First circle, like I mentioned earlier,
Miario,
is all the way
they
towards
flashbang
the west,
Miario.
so
Y'all
it's
gonna
going to
see?
be, you know,
Don't trip,
keeping
I got
their
QSS.
pace a little bit this time around. It won't be like the last Aaron.
Yeah, Stacy.
Things are really slow up until even the third circle, right? We had 16
Yo, is this
players
2G
alive
guys?
up
The
until
testing us at
circle
Yas,
number
dude.
2 shifting into
Dude, like you gotta worry about them when you make it to Worlds,
They're
bro.
fucking lucky I'm not playing this game or that race. Oh, he's gonna lose my C block. Yeah, that guy's
That's
chill.
exactly what STG wants to be able to do. We're
Why
gonna
we
go
lose
over
that
to
C
Team
block out?
Falcons. They're not gonna be challenging.
Better
It
watch
is
the
gonna
fuck
be.
out.
I'm sure they're gonna end up rotating
IRL,
here fairly
'cause-
soon, as the circle's gonna be nowhere near them. Teams that are already
IRL.
in that circle are
Yeah.
gonna be next through ya.
Sure.
We're
Watch out,
talking
go to
about
your
them. They're
fucking
in
booth,
fifth
disconnect
place,
all your shit.
33 points away from
Just
first
yoink
place.
his headphones out
They're
after they
gonna
wipe
set
you.
themselves up in a great
The
spot.
most
The
devious
team
shit possible.
is in second place, Alpha 7, trying to make a
Fuck
quick
it, dude.
rotation
Like,
because
fuck
due
you,
to
I
the
didn't
play
want
pad, they didn't
before,
get a chance
you
to land in
motherfucker.
their usual spot in Dorful.
Fuck you.
They had to land Lipovka.
And then
The
make a
good thing that
scene
we've been
and then-
seeing now out of Alpha 7 this
Yeah.
year and the previous year as well is they're starting to rotate a little bit faster. They're not getting into these ego fights, and I feel like this is the build-up that everybody's been waiting for to see if Alpha 7 has finally learned their lessons from all the mistakes that they have made in the past. Quick
Yo.
rotations when possible, and on top of that, not
Oh.
getting into any ego
Damn.
fights because they could end up possibly fighting S2G. We saw S2G there driving around
Yo,
Yasnaya.
dude.
If they
Yeah.
do, for some reason, end up
Fuck
going
you.
a little bit closer to Severny, it could be an interesting fight there. D plus Kia, everything right now is just slowing it down. A lot of teams trying to set themselves up, and I wonder.
All right,
if
we got
any of
3
the
minutes
top
and a half
teams
until we
could
can
possibly,
predict.
with the way that the circle is currently
We have to get it
located,
right, or else
try to
we're
go for the Everest, because
staying
we
awake
saw
another
Alpha
game
7
until we
go
do get it
for
right.
the Everest.
I feel
Unluckily for
like-
them, the circle ended up not going
What
in
if
their
we choose
favor.
one
But we see
team
what
that's
can
not gonna
happen
win, and
whenever
if
a
we
team
get it
does
right,
control Everest, and it's a
we
fragment
fucking go
power
to
team,
sleep.
and on top of that, they get blessed by the circle.
Yeah, we'll see where the circles go.
Hear me Yeah, what if
maybe we'll
we...
get the same exact.
Just gonna
zones.
sleep right now.
Who knows?
Who's stopping?
IHC making their rotation
Nobody's
right
gonna
now. Only
physically
one
come and
vehicle.
stop me,
Never
except
want to
for
be
my mom.
all in one vehicle. They're right
Except
next
for my mom as
next
well.
Ruya.
I could probably get
at that
some
radio
hours
tower.
sleep before she comes.
You
and
may
yells
see
at me.
IHC just bow out right now.
Real.
Looking at the mini map, they're getting extremely close. That's
I'll
one
definitely
thing
take like a
wrong with
30-minute nap
IHC.
and then grinding
That's
Overwatch for the
Monster
next
picking
12
a
hours.
rock with the UMP. Royals of War rotating
Excuse me.
here. And yeah, he did get knocked
Excuse
out
you,
of the
bud.
car. Rogue will go down. That is a tough way to go out. Getting shot out of a vehicle.
Yeah, chat, I think I'm
especially
definitely gonna
all
sleep out of this
four
game no matter what
are
happens.
in the same vehicle. That is unfortunate for
No, we have
the
to
side
choose
of
the team.
IHC. They'll be continuing this one
fine.
on only as a 3-man, and Nova has that information too. They know where
I'm
that
definitely
team
about to
most
sleep
likely
too,
went
but
to, which
we
is the
gotta choose the
compound
team.
right next to them. So Nova can take advantage of that if it comes to be on the next circle shift.
And for IHC there in 6th place, not what they wanted to do in regards to losing a player. I'm sure they're looking to close that gap. The current champions of
Looking to close
PMGC.
that.
The
Yeah.
champions, they're reigning defending champions.
What?
I'm sure
That's why
6th
I
place.
said
They're not going to be
WG
happy
set.
about it. And even though they lost one player,
Yeah,
they're not going to be able to
they'll win a
revive
Worlds.
him. We know
Yeah.
Play Would You
what they
Rather?
can do with 3
How the
players.
fuck do you play Would You
And with
Rather?
that
Aren't you all
said,
supposed to ask me the
TK,
question?
With
Would
them
you
sitting
rather
in 6th place with 89
eat my
points,
ass
with what we've
or not?
seen, that
Ah,
maybe
I
they could
mean
end up getting this
Oh,
pick up if for some reason
shit.
they go for
Oh,
it. They
shit.
do have some
Oh
smoke.
crap.
But with 89 points, with how far they are away
Yeah,
from
should
first
be
place,
getting. Yo,
but with
rest
what
this
we
guy,
have
bro.
seen,
He's
especially yesterday.
He's in
from
the middle of the
STG,
open field. There's like 3 teams that can
this
see him.
team could
They're
find a
baiting his
way
ass, dude.
at this point
Nah,
to challenge for that first place, or is it
if it
too
was
late
me
for IHC?
and I died, like that guy,
If they pop off,
I'd be like, yo,
right
team?
now is
I'd be
the
like,
time.
team,
But if they
fuck all of
don't,
you.
Okay.
I
I'm
think it's
going
gonna
to the
be
bell-
because
to the
we see
hotel.
how hungry the top teams are.
And
Why?
yo
If
guys
Pop
are
up
not
here,
coming in.
pop off here, one of the teams
I'm locking the
ahead
hotel room door.
is
Where's this guy running
very
to?
Most likely going to pop off, and that means you're just losing.
Rather listen to the
that,
new
you know,
Cole album? Hell
that
no,
point
I'm
gap
not
is
listening
just
to
getting
J.
bigger and
Cole
bigger,
mid.
and at this point, if they don't
Mid.
do it now,
Kendrick
it's gonna be too
Lamar
big
on
in my
top,
opinion. But
dude.
You can see, man, I
Actual.
really want it. Rogue
Motherfucker,
never gave up.
district.
He crawled
Well, what's the rest of the lyrics?
all the way
I don't know.
as close
Bum.
as he can to
Oh,
his
yeah.
teammates from the open
Fucking
roadside
bum.
into the little dip. So I mean, if
That's
there's
all
a
I know.
will, there's a way. And
I
honestly,
think that
if
there's a
IHC
word
had
here that
more
we're missing.
vehicles, we might have seen them, you know, pull over
Bum, bum,
right next to
bum.
him, drop the
There
vehicle
we
down, drop
fucking
some
go.
smoke,
That's
so
what
you
I'm
just see that as
talking
cover and get the revive. Problem is, IHC only
30
have one
Damn, bro, what the
vehicle,
fuck does it
so
take
they
so long
can't
to
risk
close?
that one vehicle getting
please.
disabled. So,
A
fortunately,
man
he
is
will
trying to
be
go
watching
easy.
from the sidelines now, as more teams
Right.
are rotating in. So
Right.
Alpha 7 did end up going to North George Pole, and they're just waiting to see where this circle goes before they make their next move. Rejects far down in the south of Gatka, pretty much north of the
Oh,
quarry area.
yeah,
That's where your number 1 team is going to be.
Gatka
Boom.
as
Meanwhile,
well.
What
are
if we
on
stop
top
watching
Mount
this
Everest.
instant
Boom
and get on an
will be
Overwatch
the
game,
kings
then go
of
sleep?
the mountaintop as we
I
get
mean,
into
I'm
that
also
circle
the-
shift.
down
Okay,
for that.
hear me the
Alpha
fuck out.
7,
This is ROW's
that's a
game.
huge opportunity for them.
Is that
to
your
see
guess?
if they
No,
move
I'm
quick,
going
and
A7.
Do they know though that the
All right, I'm
first
going
part of them
S2G.
is open? They should know. No one should be camping there.
I mean,
Alright, one of the teams has to
low
win,
key.
dude.
Gun for it, and they're gonna
Low
set up
key
inside
ROW.
George Pole.
But it's
This
ROW, dude. Like,
zone-
I mean,
this zone could get
like
crazy
how much
so
faith do you
quick.
got in them, bro? Like,
It is, and one thing that we're noticing, the
I-
other two players.
I mean,
they
I don't
have
know
a
what the
bit of a
fuck's this
2-2 split there
A7
with
split, so
Alpha
I don't know
7.
if I
They
got
need to
faith in
make
them
sure
either,
they
'cause
close
what the
that
fuck?
in a little bit more because
I'm
everybody
going with
else
S2G,
was
bro.
on
I'm
teams
feeling
with
they got
more
2
control,
kills
how
already. They got
fighting
some
and
extra
closing
loot.
in.
They got good
And then
circle.
on top of that, we saw S2G getting very, very close to the 2 players from Alpha 7 that
fuck,
ended
I'm
up
choosing
going
2
there to
teams.
the
Who the
South
fuck's
George.
stopping me?
And by the way,
A7 and
going back
ROW.
to that question that I posed on you,
Who's stopping?
is in regards to IC.
Yeah.
Wait, fuck, I want to choose 2 teams too, so we have 4 total teams.
Oh
One of
man,
them
why
has
is
to win.
multiple teams fighting?
They need to have a pop-up.
Alright, we gotta. I'm going with
If not,
next
because
year
if
as
not,
well.
it will be
Actually, no, I'm
too
going
late.
boom.
And it's not just
Alright, I'm
any,
going
pop-up
RC
performance
A7.
here
Boom,
only on this
S2G
map.
and next
They need
3.
to
Yep.
follow
Those
it
are my
up
teams.
with the pop-up performance
We just
here
have
on
the
this
top
match.
4
So
teams,
lucky
fuck
for
yeah.
Alpha 7, they are gonna be able to get all their 4
Alright,
players
chat, those are my
on these
picks.
departments
S2G
on
and
this
boom
South
to win the
George
game.
Pole. They were able to now control this.
Hear me out, chat. Rogue could win.
What this
A7
circle ends
or
up going,
or
it
W?
could end up getting in a great position here to
You
get
go to A7 RW?
eliminations. Boom is going to be pushed.
All right, as long as A7 and S2G don't absolutely obliterate each other, it's like fine.
IC needs to have pop-up performances.
Man,
and now
we
they're
just
starting
fucked
5
that buggy
plus.
up there.
It's
We
going to be
did.
an easy elimination there for them.
Yeah,
Also knocked, and they're going to be able to finish them off. And D plus key, I mean, they got nothing to lose at this point. They're a team that's in 10th place with 6
Dude, DK have
points.
some dog water
It's not
team, bro.
even
Jesus
close for
Christ.
them. I think they might want to challenge that. I think they might want to take that fight there to IHC. We'll have to wait and see what's going to happen there, as Alpha 7 is aware that a team is going to be towards their ease. They're not going to know, though, that that team is S2G.
Yeah, S2G very close by. D+, I don't know what was up with that little 2-2 split push. Definitely didn't work out as IHC picked up a couple points. The big thing I saw, though, was IHC was trying to save those vehicles that got pulled up, instantly disabled by another team across the way. So I think IHC is still working with just the one vehicle. Alpha 7 in a good spot. From this position, they're also able to scout out, I think, the little compound right below the hospital building towards south of them. That's pretty much more central, and that could be the next power position on the next circle shift. So if it does go down
he said
south,
Coops. I'm like, dude, Coops is not here, dude.
very fast rotation
Man,
out of
I've
Alpha
seen
7 because
things,
they can
man.
see that that compound is still
every
unoccupied.
time I think about Coops,
They
I think
could end
about
up seeing that. We can see Reject there trying to get some information. There's Scout Divine driving around trying to spot any
My
other
only
squad
son.
out there.
Me with LeBron.
Because not only do they have Death Wolves close by,
Dude, I love
they
LeBron.
also
Chat, anybody
have
else love
themselves
LeBron, the
themselves
GOAT?
up. These squads
Nope,
are going to
I'm not
be
white. I don't
outside
wanna
the
smash
circle
them all.
as we see the new circle being
Well,
able to pop up. And
majority
this
of
is
the basketball
great
players
for
are not
S2G.
white,
This
so
is great
Yeah,
for
we're not.
Alpha
You get the-
7. Boom as well in
They
there.
are
And
African American,
Vampire
according to the
Esports, I was
statistics
talking
on
about
Google.
IHC maybe being able to challenge for that first place.
It's like
if they have a
76%.
pop-up performance.
Come out.
Vampire Esports
Oh man,
is
hell
only
yeah! I get to go to sleep.
behind
You know,
IHC, so
if I-
if for
Take
some
me out,
reason
take
they
me out,
wanted to
man.
challenge that, they could be able to
Yo,
be
booming it,
pop-up
dude. What the
performances
fuck,
back
dude?
to back
Teams
to back.
keep
Dude,
smacking.
what the fuck, bro?
And they're gonna
Dude.
fight in the team.
Aw,
They're
dude.
tied with them in regards to
You're
points.
over there
Ah.
camping,
Is gonna end up
dude.
losing
Ah,
one
dude,
player,
I'd rather
and
A7
Alpha
win this
7
fight, dude.
having a 3-1
I have more
split
faith in A7
Yeah,
than
I
Boom.
think it was huge
It's
for
that-
Mafioso
Mafioso's
to hang
getting
back. That
pushed a
provided
little
the
bit.
support
Oh.
lines to
Oh
stop
my
one of the
goodness.
big
Aw,
players.
bro,
Bro,
what
what
is
the
going
fuck,
on?
dude?
He's
Aw,
now caught by
dude, we're never
himself,
going to
so
sleep, are we?
obviously-
Man,
Dude,
I don't think we ever gonna go
Huge
fucking
sacrifice
sleep.
there. Meaning out of the sun
Dude.
loses one and Boom loses one.
Oh,
now
God,
they're both
bro.
neighbors. In a situation like this, 7, with how crazy the
Alright,
match
we're
is
still
now,
praying on S2G and
with the
who did you really
multitude
pick?
of
Was
teams all
RW or
around you.
RC?
I think you
RW
just
is
be
that.
neighbors.
I know.
RW.
Like,
And
yeah,
next
you're
to
right
you.
next to each other. Yeah, you're
And
both
I
getting
see,
negative
and
points,
that.
but I mean, there's like 80 other players right around you. Let's just chill. Let's just hope we get the zones because they're pretty close to center
Not
zone.
looking good
They may
for
just
the
want to
Americans,
chill out
man.
here
They
like
seven
they are
locked
now
the fuck
and just
in,
wait. D
dude.
plus somehow managed to
And they got
become
one kill.
neighbors, rotating
Wait, they
far
added
from the
a
outside.
fucking
managed
third
to
level in
play
that
their
dude?
little
What the
position
fuck?
right there.
What the fuck?
And, yeah,
Wait, that seems
we're
OP
getting
as
a
fuck,
further
right? Like
finish
you
here.
just
Seven,
vibe
and
with
it's not your typical.
Like in the staircase?
This is gonna
I
make
need
for
him
some really
spectate
interesting
the guy that's
gameplay.
going up there.
Definitely not.
Alright, see what it looks like.
And I think
I'm gonna
Alpha
drop there in
7
Pokemon right
Lucas
now just to see what it
might
looks
have heard
like.
What you said, because they have slowed it down. They stopped throwing that utility. They want to save it towards the end. Alpha 7 knows that they're gonna have now 2 different teams coming out from behind them, and on top of that, whenever they want to make a push, if for some
There's
reason
only
the
like
circle does
15
not end
more
up
minutes of
going
gameplay.
away,
I'm putting
they're gonna have to
stream,
worry
dude,
about
it's
so
too
many teams. So they want to save as
I
much
Respect
it,
as
bro.
possible with all the smokes we
The
saw
hell?
them being able to use earlier, and that is something right that we have seen Alpha 7
Damn.
use too much off.
Wait, what time
Earlier
you-
in the first 2 matches, they
Oh,
were
40.
they were being
39.
forced to use all
Hey,
their utility,
hey,
and now in a
hey.
position
Push
where
up
you can
there.
actually save it up for a little bit
34,
longer.
33, 32, 31,
A little
30.
bit later into the game, depending on where the circle
Good
ends up going,
boy.
they want to have that available
What?
to them. But they're gonna keep on moving around. They're gonna keep on scouting and
What's
seeing if
up,
they can
brother?
find any opening, because this team
What's
loves
up, brother?
to get their eliminations.
Oh,
in
I
that
feel
day.
that.
And
Yeah,
whatever
definitely not
question
IHC
that I had
comeback day.
in regards to
Yeah, I
IHC
did not
possibly
choose
who?
I was
IHC,
kind of
just for
giving
the
them
record.
a bit of
Whoever said IHC comeback day, I'm sorry.
But with
It's
them
not
being
their day.
eliminated
It
right
was
there,
definitely
only
not
getting
today.
1 point, there's no way where I can see them
GG's.
being able to get even close to that first place.
Yeah, it's pretty
A7 are kind of like
now for
fucked,
them.
aren't they? Like,
New
oh,
circle
the zone
came
shift
up.
is
I
so
think
bad
it
for
is
Yeah,
all our
so
teams.
more up on
Wait,
the
ROW
side.
clutch? Like,
So
come on, man.
now
Like,
I'm
Alpha 7
telling
on
you,
the
dude.
edge of
it's
the
their
circle.
time, dude.
Same with Boom. Vampire getting nicer and nicer
Sute.
Oh
zones.
my god, never
But
mind.
even bigger, rejects.
I take that
Get
back.
the
RC's
zone
definitely win. We
shift
should have picked
out.
rejects. What the
Oh,
fuck
they're
are we doing,
already
dude?
in
I'm pretty
first
sure I
place.
picked
The
them.
circle gods definitely
I
played
definitely
them.
picked some.
You picked like 7 teams,
Right now
dog.
Yo,
looking
Robs?
great as
What the
Alpha
heck? I
7
know
is
pick
trying
that.
to get
Oh
as
my
many
god.
points as
They get
possible.
knocked.
Rebel Rebel does end up getting caught, though, I think that the friendly neighborhoods might be coming to an end here as Boom is starting to be a little bit more active as well. Alpha 7 is going to have that player not, but they're going to be able to revive him. And I saw Vampire Esports in a great position. Oh, let me see if this grenade is going to end up hitting here for Boom Esports. Luckily for them, the doors are closed. It's not going to hit anybody. Vampire Esports in a great position. And then I decided to look a little bit further down, and I saw Reject. And Reject, if I'm Reject, I'm just chilling right now. I'm just letting everything happen and see who ends up fighting, waiting until the end, and end up surprising some of these teams. Because if I'm not mistaken, yeah, Reject still has all their 4 players alive, 11-point lead. Everything is going their way, and we have seen Reject being able to be that kind of team. We have seen Reject being able to be that patient team and strike when it's needed.
Let's
and
go,
right now,
RW.
we just need to continue to be that patient team and defend.
How did SCG make it to that spot? Did they just full send it?
Because Death Wolves could more than likely end up pushing onto them. As next Ruya is going to end up getting knocked here by Nova Esports.
Yeah, Rejects right now just.
All right, both are like 5 teams still alive, or 4.
Everywhere else. Nova picking up a couple points right there on to next Ruya.
But Boom and A7 are dead dying this next circle shift. Both of them.
They're gonna be neighbors for this last circle. I don't think the next one's gonna go on to them.
Our only hope is ROW. That's all I'm saying.
I can't really catch which player. That might have been the next Ruya player.
Next Ruya.
Yeah, next Ruya. Just, man, 5th place. That was still so doable for them. So doable. They really needed a good one in this match. And, yeah, going out with only 3 elims definitely goes to show, you know, why he was so disappointed. S2G still in the mix of things. Look at that interesting split right now. S2G has a 2-2.
Yeah, I'm going number 2.
At that hospital compound, not the actual hospital building, but the one north of that. The other two
he's falling asleep on the toilet, chat.
More towards the insides of South Georgia.
Chat, have y'all noticed that some of the spectator pops are laggy as fuck compared to the other ones? Like, this one's perfectly fine.
Rejects.
But then we'll go to one that was just like frame dropping.
If they weren't number 1, if they weren't in the lead by 11 points, that position might not be the best because they're not able to, you know, get points. They're not able to, you know, really peek out and fight as much. But sitting in first place, I think they're A-okay.
Yeah, at this point, you just got to chill. And then Alpha 7 getting a little bit antsy. Boom getting a little bit antsy too. Starting to use more of that utility as the circle is starting to close in. And with S2G, great push out of them, honestly. Look where they are at now. They were able to leapfrog Alpha 7 as they were, in a way, towards the same side. They crossed that road early on. Now they're going to be able to possibly end up finding players from D+, Zebra Masters, and hopefully Regnum Karya too, because S2G needs those points as well, and they're currently putting themselves in a great position here as the new circle is going to be closing in. And oh my goodness, if you could ask for anything from Reject, Reject gets absolutely blessed by the zone. And the worst thing that could happen for teams like S2G, Alpha 7, and Boom, guess what? Not only is Reject going to be blessed by the zone, also Vampire Esports is going to be there as well. And Alpha 7 realizes that Alpha 7 knows that they have to make a push on this. Corrijo's going to be pushing up. He's going to be able to get that knock. He's going to confirm that it's only 1 player left here from Boom Esports. And Alpha 7 is looking to hunt them down, and they do. The 2 teams that were tied at 119 points. After this match, they're not going to be tied any longer. And now the focus shifts over from all these teams that were here. D+ Kia are going to be switching their focus over to Alpha 7. And how is Alpha 7 going to be able to survive this? What is S2G going to be able to do? Meanwhile, you have none other than Rejects just chilling in a house, seeing the madness happen on the elimination feed. As they're drinking some sake, they're just chilling, laying back, and enjoying the action, Sute.
Oh, yeah, they definitely are. And Alpha 7, well, they're going to do it the hard way. They get an opening onto Vampire. That's a big journey to make, though, from where they were earlier. I really want to see that match or that fight ensue. Can Alpha 7 actually make
I'll send Chaz. I'm going to sleep no matter what. No matter who fucking wins, I'm going to sleep.
But it's too late. This is a 3-day tournament.
Last day? Yes, this is the last day.
Not a 5-day, not a 4-day. Might be a little bit too late to pop off the way they are. They are up to 8 elims, though, so, hey, more power to them. Alpha 7, one of the players knocked. They're taking a fight with D+ now. Looking at the minimap, they are trying to navigate up north into Vampire, but D+ kind of got in the way, and High Fives also camped out on the north side, on the outside, on the beach of the Vampire compounds.
And S2G trying to get some points as well. D+ very close. Racy is going to be knocked there for S2G. Here comes the shot. Good stuff from CEO later from S2G. Getting extra points there via elimination for his team. as there is only going to be 2 players alive from S2G, and they're going to be making a push over, hoping that nobody's able to shoot them. But not only are they going to have to hold up the shots there from Zebra Masters, Alpha 7 ends up getting eliminated with 5 eliminations. They're not going to end up getting any placement points as well. And meanwhile, Reject is looking happier and happier as they're not having to fight anybody. And it comes down to S2G. S2G out too. This is the perfect time here for Reject to just build on that gap.
Yeah, Rejects now might want to start peeking out a little bit as the battlefield has definitely thinned for them to start third party. Death Wolves, Falcons taking out the Nova team almost. Now getting third party by the Death Wolves. And here comes a Reject player. Look at that purple icon on the south side. It's not just one, it's 2 purple icons. They're looking to third party this. Top, can he get that revive in time? I don't think so. Nova goes out. Icy is knocked. And there we go. There's that third party by the Reject team. Rejects only picking up 1 point from that, though, as the fight finished up really quickly. Actually, 2 points. 2 points? Well,
Yep.
I mean, when you're in first place, that's good enough. They get another knock, and they have 4 up. They could get that chicken dinner, too. Looking to third party, the last and final fight between Hi-Fis and Vampires.
Well, good knocks.
Rejects is not going to be sad about those 2 points because they are currently the only team as well that is within that circle. They're going to be looking out to see if they're going to push up, as you were mentioning, trying to third party this fight. They do not want to allow Vampire Esports to end up after this fight with 4 players because we know what Vampire Esports has to do if they want to even try to challenge them. You can see Vampire Esports just running over the players from Hi-Fis, and Hi-Fis not able to hold off Vampire Esports. And I'm actually surprised. I'm very, very surprised that we, at least from my perspective, we didn't get a chance to see any Reject players trying to shoot on this action, trying to shoot maybe tires of buggies. They could be a little bit far away. And for Vampire Esports, this is going to be a tough push into the circle. But if they're able to do it, it's going to be great for them. They just need to be careful as well with the Reject player that's up in the mountain getting that off angle.
Yeah, I mean, Rejects had no reason to push that. They didn't have the sight lines, but they see the zone. It's pretty much wide open. And there's actually a little hillside for the Vampires team to work with. I thought it was all flat. Like, this is very
Dude, you
unfamiliar,
chilling. I'm about to end stream and go to sleep.
Zone ending here.
After this game's over.
Little divot, that little hillside could be the saving grace for the side of Vampires. Because on the next zone shift, if it goes to Vampires, well, Rejects got, like, almost nothing to work with.
Yeah, they're going to have absolutely nothing. And this is why I was hoping, even though it was out in the open, there was some trees available, there was some cover. I was hoping at least 1 player from Rejects would end up pushing up and just making it a little bit harder there for Vampire Esports, because this is worst case scenario. They are both now within the circle. We don't know who the next circle is going to end up favoring them. And they're both at 4 apiece. And look how many points Vampire Esports now has. They have 9 eliminations.
You think RC loses first place for Best
You best believe, Sute, that the crowd right now,
I think they're going to win because...
have the
is there 3 games after this? Yes, there is 3 games after this.
They're just hoping that Vampire Esports
I don't care about the tournament.
Clutch this up, and they're going to become Vampire
This
Esports
is like
fans
watching
for a lifetime.
PMWI. Like, I really don't care that much, you know?
Circle goes.
I don't really like any of the teams in here except like 1 or 2.
Risky, right? That's a very
and it's not even the most competitive tournament. So, like...
So it's
I think maybe 1 player.
Yeah, but if you send that 1
I
player...
don't really like watching invitational stuff, because it's invitational. I like watching shit you get a qual for. Like Worlds.
Risky. Like,
or like American
stuff
like that.
Just so unorthodox too, which is why I think they didn't send that 1 player. And Circle's more commonly played, where they know the supporting sightlines better, they know the situation better. I think we might have seen Rejects send 1, but this is not the case. The Circle Gods have blessed Rejects every single time so far. Are they gonna bless them once more?
Who is it gonna be? Because it comes down to anybody, honestly. And with the new circle, oh man, I can't wait. I can't wait for this countdown just to get to 0 so we can see who is it actually gonna end up getting blessed. Because it could end up blessing both teams too. It does.
You're absolutely right. Well,
it does end up blessing both teams, as now they're just gonna have to wait a little bit longer.
Yeah.
And Vampire Esports, with them being usually the more aggressive team, I wonder what they're gonna be doing here, because they're the ones that are gonna have to push out first. I feel like, especially with the next circle, depending on where it ends up going, they're just in a tougher spot here now for Vampire Esports.
I mean, am I seeing this correctly? This is stage 6?
Yep.
We still got... Oh, okay, stage 7. There we go. So we still got one more circle shift. So it could still bless Rejects or it could bless Vampire, but there's no way it's blessing both of them again.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's not gonna. That is one thing that's not gonna happen. So, there is.
Ooh, I like that out of Vampire. I don't know if you were able to catch that, but I like that Vampire is already starting to cause some damage there to those vehicles. Because they were able to spot him, which is going to stop him from possibly getting cover. And guess what? Schweppes is now going to be able to find a cover here. Vampire
they're going to push?
An aggressive team.
Really?
They could end up going for that push. Tony K, being the aggressor, is making the push, and he's going to try to get an off angle. He will have some rocks to work with. This is very aggressive from Vampire Esports, as they do have one player behind them. Schweppes, Tony K, and Stone now right up there, but Tony K is going to end up getting knocked. Two players are knocked there from Rejects, and Vampire Esports trying to make the push with the other players behind. Here comes the grenade from Reggie. Is this nade gonna hit? It does end up hitting, and now it turns it into a 2v1 for Vampire Esports, the aggressor team, taking the fight to Reject. Who is it gonna win it here? There's only one player left from Reject. Can he clutch it up for his team and be able to extend the lead even more? Or is it gonna be Vampire Esports trying to hunt them down in the final matches of the PMGO? The grenade is gonna come through, and that is it, ladies
Early returns don't have invite teams now because of partnerships.
Esports with an unlikely win. They saw an opening and they went for it, Sute.
Yeah,
boxing win. That's not boxing. Boxing's called ICU. I just don't want to watch this. I didn't watch day 2, bro. Alright, chat. I'm going to sleep. Good night. I'll talk to y'all later.
I remember back in the days where
how many
people
points do they have now?
Getting one knock and you push that team and it'd be so messy. It would usually never work out. Even the top 2 teams at the time.
They're definitely farmers. Alright, good night, chat.
Like
I'm taking like a 3-hour nap, and then I'll stream again, but on Twitch. So I'll follow my Twitch.
Just one knock, push on through, and that got it done. And shout out to Regioso there, by the way. He knew he had to make a play. So instead of running back in the building and healing, he ran out into that smoke that he pre-deployed, because that was the only chance he could have made a wild card play to help the Rejects team to clutch that fight up. So like when push comes to shove, this Reject roster knows what needs to be done. Unfortunately for them, when Schweppes hits you with that mini, I mean, you just get hit with the mini. Look at that table slam. That was an absolute huge win for Vampires. But Jukes, what does that mean for Vampires? Where are they now on the leaderboards? Are they able to be number 1?
Are you kidding me? I mean, I think 9 out of 10 teams there. Just chill. Just wait to see who